my God. Oh, it's been a long week, boy. Oh. Where's my hoodie? Go over there. Ladies and gentlemen, how are you this fine day? I haven't said a word this whole day, and oh boy, give me a sec. Give me a sec. Oh, what? Oh, I'm fighting enemies. That's what's happening. Okay. Oh shit. All right. We'll be right. This and then one of these. Boom. Is everything working or nah? Let's see. It is. It's working. It's okay. It's fine. But ladies and gentlemen, holy moly, do we have one hell of a stream that awaits us. That's why we're doing it a little bit early, because last time we did these like prep streams, it took a long time, and we I ended up going to like bed at like 9, or like I basically had to get in the shower. My day was just ruined. It actually wasn't ruined. We had made a lot of good effort, but I would like to actually try to have like a chill night after we're done this, and not have to rush to go to sleep quickly. But ladies and gentlemen, we are here to play and show and do, and oh my god, before I get too ahead of myself, ladies and gentlemen, I was feeling pretty okay yesterday, and in fact I was like, shit, maybe we should stream tomorrow, today, yesterday I was saying this, but I was like, I feel good, why not stream? But I was like, I'm gonna edit some thumbnails and prep for tomorrow's stream, all that stuff. And then dude, you know when you're like sick and your body's fluctuating in heat? My eyes are glossy. I'm sick. I'm sick. I'm not sick. I'm not sick. We're okay. We're gonna be fine. Just say it enough times and it'll be true. I feel my back is soaked in sweat. If I fall apart in the stream and I just look sweaty and gross, boys, it is what it is.
3.
Stop talking, Encore. Also, I finally went down the rabbit hole of Wuthering Waves, found out a lot of shit, because I wanted to prep for this whole stream and not just be a complete bozo. I found out how godly she is, especially for Encore. Like, holy shit, as much as the fire guy is good, I almost feel like the fire guy is much better for the main character. What's it called? The main character who does, like, charge attacks, or doesn't have to do charge attacks, but I think he can do charge attacks, and it's not going to be negative. With the scythe. Whereas she just makes Encore just slap like crazy, because Encore is always doing basic attacks, right? It is fun. Also, she looks nice, which is cool. But, ladies and gentlemen, we have let's see how many videos we have to make today. I want to make a video that's a fun roundup of the news. Just kind of us talking about the new update happening, 1 point whatever is about to release. We get some new content. We got a whole mess of changes that are going to make the whole life of this game much better. We also got a new trailer that just dropped, which apparently is going to be all kinds of fantastic. And that's the first video, just like a good old roundup.
More, you say?
Shh.
Like this?
Good old roundup, essentially,
No.
of content.
Maybe
I really
like
need to
this.
level up the MC because he doesn't talk. Which, yeah. But anyways, that's what we're going to do. We're going to have like a cool news roundup. And the second video is, and this is where I kind of bashing my head against the wall, I really, really, really want to talk to you guys about the Fire Girl. Like, so much. I finally figured out what, like, every layer of what she does. And oh my god, I'm so happy I chose to go with the account that had an Encore and a few other characters. Because holy shit. Yang, is that her name or something different? I'm not sure how to really pronounce her name. Maybe it starts with a CH.
Such a rare species.
I don't know. But, oh my god, does she look so good. She looks like the mixture of Calcharo and the Electro Buffer Girl, essentially. Where she has tons of AoE. She also can, like, slap down these massive AoE hits, and then she buffs this shit. She doesn't just buff. I don't know. What does the one girl do? I think we can actually see. Let me see some shit before we get too caught in the weeds. Let's go to the event because I think it's still active. It is. It is. Let's trial run her again. I want to see something because I think she just. I'm not sure. Let's see. Let's just see. Can I not see? Are we unable to see? Then we can see. Good. Okay. Let's see. We go down here. What are her like main things? Okay. The oncoming resonator nearby teams, so basically it affects your teammates as well, has their electro damage amped by 20%, and it's the same thing. Okay, it's the same thing. And resonator liberation damage amplified by 25% for 4. So it's the exact same thing. Okay, so I thought only she had. What do you call it? The girl that's coming out is basically she has the amps to your liberation effect, your ult, but she doesn't. But no, they both have the same thing. So there's the same archetype of like general support. So they're always going to buff your ults, and they're also going to buff your elemental damage, which is cool. I like that it's not just one or the other. That way you're not like just screwed if you built up this character and it's only for an element. It's also for special abilities, whatever they might be. But yes. What's good, Lone? Lone says, did not expect to stream this. We got a lot of stuff to talk about, Lone. This is the prep stream, despite I'm sick, sweaty, and disgusting. Let's rock, all right? That's what we're at. Also, ladies and gentlemen, I'm $180 lighter. I got a capture card that has no delay, so the stream should be less delayed, but I still probably will read the top of the chat, but I'll try. I'll try to go back and forth. I'll try to read it as a holistic whole, all right? But yes. Also, Fluff talking about his new HoloLive VTubers popping in. They all look like a bunch of fun. Oh, that's awesome. I can't wait to see some of those pop up in my clips feed. But I will say also, guys, I am sorry. Do I want to go into this? Yeah, let's do this and just get out of the way. Let me actually pull this up. So, a couple days ago, I was saying how, oh, guys, it's actually going to be, like, mega chill. How do I do that? And then this. I was basically saying, hey, it's going to be really, there's going to be a video tomorrow, essentially. And turns out there wasn't. I guess I could just talk about this. I don't need to show anything. But yeah, I said, yeah. I said that there'd be a video tomorrow, and that was when we streamed on Monday, and there was no video. The reason why is because the video that I made about, like, the special amazing thing, Project TX. I thought the video was like dead on arrival. I uploaded it got like 100 views within a day, and then just completely stopped. And I thought, well, you lose some, and we honestly just lose some. But, to my surprise, in a couple days it started to shoot up. And I heard some advice recently, which was really neat for the whole YouTube thing, but essentially when a video is doing this, the last thing you want to do is upload a video that has nothing to do with this type of video, because it'll basically, YouTube will always push whatever's new, so it will basically push your new content, and if people don't engage with that content well, then it will basically just, YouTube will start to be like, wait, are we wrong on our assessment of this video doing well? Because the viewer that liked this one isn't liking this one anymore, maybe we shouldn't push this one as much. So basically, the advice was, if a video is doing this, don't upload anything. Leave it.
What do I
Just
think
chill.
of you?
Calm down.
You're
Relax.
smart.
There'll always be time to upload these videos. Relax. So, I've been waiting for that video to plateau, but it's kind of just doing this and, like, kind of going somewhat flat. But I have, like, 4 videos. I've edited 4 videos. They're all ready to go of our past stream highlight stuff. Like, they're edited. Some of them are better edited than others as far as, like, making it so that, like, if you watch the streams, you could also watch the video and still get a kick out of it. I'll get better with that over time. But yes, tomorrow, for sure, I'll upload the video. So yeah, I know it's weird. I have so many videos, it feels weird not uploading them. But at the same time, I don't want to fuck up that one video's, success. Also, Bolty says, what's up, gang? What's good, Bolty? Bolty was one of the first people here. We'd love to see that, Bolty. Stitch says, Logan, you mother-flippin' Canadian bearded part Native American gaming streamer. Thank you, Stitch. It's a very, good, apt whole rundown of me. But yeah. Bolty says, I had a presentation today, and I had mixed feelings, even though it was decent. Okay, like you presentated something? I don't know how you rate that. You presented something.
That's how you say. More, you say.
You should not smile exactly how much you do. Sonia's passive is so satisfying on hit. Who's that? Is that this chick? God, I'm bad with names. It's fuck. Is this her? It is her. Okay. Why? What? Oh yeah. What do you call it? Her like E or her like charge ability is what gives me hope for like the complexity of characters within this game. Complexity of characters within this game. Enunciation is important. But the fact that we like this just right here where we hold charge, and then we do like a special attack based on when we hold. Imagine a character that's how their combo works. So it's not button smashy, but instead it has like that little white bar at the bottom, or like blue bar, I guess. Those little nubules, like there's just like a bunch of those over your resonator ability, and when you hit your first nubule, if you get it really quick, then you get like a special attack, and maybe if you do the middle one, then you get another combo, and you could completely chain these. It's not like it works perfectly, but I love that. Especially with like how hectic the game is, to kind of have some breath. It very much feels like Virgil's playstyle, but like made actually works in this game. Made to actually work in this game. Fluff says, my yoga lily medal cup and Arkel Stanley arrived today. What do you call it, Fluff? I'm jealous. I looked it up this week. I'm 8 weeks in out of 12 or 16. So like again, half a year. But I'm so happy that you got yours. That's awesome. I have to let me know if the flavors are good, or do you not try any new flavors? Just the cups.
What do I think of you? Your smile. It looks warm.
She is nice. She also just seems nice. Her dialogue lines seem just like not overbearing, you know, it's nice. Dang, Fluff, you got in your cup. No holla VTuber be Elizabeth, a British Scarlet Queen, Gigi, Gaji, I don't know, the Gauntlet Gremlin. That's cute. Celia, the Clockwork Automotion, and Aurora, the Pink Panther. I like the Gremlin one. That one sounds fun. Gigi, the Gauntlet Gremlin. I bet does she have just like a goblin with like just a giant like chainmail handpiece? Sounds lit. Fluff says, "Oh, this Selmia might be German, Italian, could be American, or it could be French. Ooh, that French accent I love. So hopefully it's that." Fluff says, "Hollow UKU rises." Oh, okay. So I guess they're different sects of like the whole locationary based VTubing things. Which is weird, but I'm trying to understand that. Fluff says, "I got a 5-star gauntlet from Lingyan Lion Boy within 20 weapon pull." Ooh, nice, Fluff. Damn, jealous. I got new anime recommendations. Ooh, well, let me hear about it. Not yet. Tell me later in the stream because we're about to jump into making the first Dankum video. But oh my god, look at that beautiful game. I can't wait till we get the new capture card because hopefully it doesn't look as washed out because like it's bad. It's real bad. Like the old Elgato just shits on the colors. It's terrible. I pretty much will dedicate all future standard polls to the weapon banner unless we get more choice banners. Gigi has a pair of big mechanized fists. That's hype. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, the last thing I would like to say, just as my final rambling before we get into actually trying to like drive into topics. Holy shit, Fluff, what a bad idea was it to go into legendary campaign with a Titan that has no armor rating, because it's the Titan I used to play like 3 years ago, 4 years ago, whenever the last time I played, so I have no armor stats at all. All my exotics don't have any perks on them besides the exotic perk because they're all hollow. And I only have my like weapons to carry me. And holy shit, it's been like, yeah, it's like I love my little noisy cricket, but it makes me be like, oh, so like this is what damage is required. Like this is why people always rock snipers or like fusion rifles and such. Like this is why, and I'm like, ick. But I will say, outside of that, the Titan's grenade feels so goddamn good. As far as like the shock grenade, and then just being able to pop your ult and then just drop another grenade that ties people up. Especially playing on Legend, it just makes it seem cracked because you can just tie up these big ass fucking enemies and just doming them in the head with a sniper when they're locked up. It is fire. But I cannot wait till I get that explosive chest piece, and then the goddamn perk that lets me slam my hammers into the ground and put like a wave. Anyways, enough about Destiny 2. Let's get into it. Let me just chug my gamer stuff so I can like get through this without sweating so much. Because again, I'm not feeling well. Well, I'm feeling fine, but my body's fighting something like hell.
3. Where was I?
Are we ready to rock? All right. Let's pause the game so we don't hear people rambling about how something hurts or whatever the hell they talk about. Okay. Let's go to full face cam. And let me see. Did I crop it well? No. Can I fix this? I will. Just because, you know what? Fuck you. How about that? Is it this? What? No, that's not right. Control Z. Y is there. And then... Nope. It's not what we want to do. Is it Alt? Nope. Is it Shift? Why won't it let me do that? It's always let me do this before. Whoop! Fuck it! I guess maybe I could move myself like that. It's a little bit less jarring. I guess. Anyways, let's begin. Okay, so the first thing I want to talk about... Well, actually... Oh, my God, give me a sec. I'm so sweaty. I'm so sweaty. Bodhi says, I got a new anime recommendation. Big anime. Okay, gotcha. I caught up on chat. All right. Da-ba-da-ba. Where is the thing I'm trying to pull up? There. All right, let's do one of these. That should be fine. All right. There's a new update for well, okay, first of all, this is awesome. This is just like Withering Waves, which I think a lot of people are rooting for, including myself, is just winning, solid winning, 30 million downloads worldwide, pretty fantastic. I can't wait. I hope, again, there's already an update coming, by the way. Like 1.1 is already out and it are going to come down the pipeline, and apparently it's got like new like levels that are snowy. And I think they're introducing new bosses already, and of course new banners for characters and weapons and things like that. But and also a new story. I think I mentioned that already. But I'm actually really dig the story, especially in the last half. So I'm mad hyped for that. But we also have a gigantic update. I don't know if I'm making this a video. I feel like I look so gross in the viewfinder, and I'm just so sweaty. Even though I may not look that bad, I feel that bad, you know. Anyways, but we can at least talk about all of this. Yes. I need to drink some coffee. I'm starting to get in my head. I can't have that. I can't have that. Oh, that's super loud. Oh, I hate this so much. Sorry, that's probably blaringly loud. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That's the stupid web browser just having no chill. Ooh. Lone says, it's, I've been waiting for Withering Waves, but I know, Lone. It's, so, let me talk about that before we get too into the weeds, because I can edit around all this stuff. It's tough, man. It's really tough for, like, so, just to pull back the curtain, because people who watch the streams, they'll see this, but there's this video. If you guys want an amazing video, like, I want to make this video today, but I don't want to show the footage, because I just don't want to, I want to wait and to see just a little bit more if this channel is able to survive, and, like, how much we can push the wire before, and I don't think I'll do this. I don't think I'd ever show the character in the thumbnail. It'd probably be like blacked out and be like talking, just speculating about a cool upcoming character, right? But yes, this video is so good. It goes through like everything, like everything, like just her skill, all that. So to me, like I keep seeing those videos pop up, and I'm like, there's just so many good content creators out in the space. And the same thing happened with Tower Fantasy, where like I got to get out of my head, because a lot of the people who are making great content, as soon as views start like dropping or they stop getting the response that they want, usually people walk away, which they did with Tower Fantasy. And of course I was frustrated because I left because it was just such an overly bloated community, essentially, where I don't feel like I could really add anything. But I have some hope where, like, I think us talking about stuff and shooting the shit and kind of going back and forth between stuff can be charming. I think I can edit it in a way that makes it fun and warm, without necessarily being like the most cutting edge of like mathematician going crazy with like the breakdown and stuff like that. But I really do want to, again, the video I want to make so badly today with you guys is just talking and speculating about these upcoming characters, because I finally understand what their kits do, and holy fuck, does it seem so fun. Especially the Fire Girl. I know the other girl has like elegance like you wouldn't believe, but the Fire Girl, dude, oh my god. Anyways, we got to suppress those feelings for like a couple minutes. We got to get through this first thing that I would like to make, essentially. But this is going over like just an overall highlights of all the things that's happened in Tower Fantasy thus far, and things like that. Quick, important stuff, all that stuff, and yes. But that's why the videos haven't been out as yet. It's just because I keep looking at the community, and every idea that I have, somebody has done it better, and it always makes me feel like I don't want to double. Like, yeah, it's almost like maybe this is the weird way that like reaction content can exist, because I would just love to push people towards that amazing content if it exists. And then maybe do like a roundup showcasing all, like, looking at all these videos, not showcasing the entire video, but just kind of going over stuff and like feeding into the communal aspect of the game. So if there's like that cool video that breaks down the character, maybe we could watch parts of it and extrapolate what we could do with that, but without watching the entire video, because I don't want to rob that person's content, you know. But maybe that's something we could get away with and do, as far as like being that angle of the community. But we'll see. I'm still trying to find like a place to like sit in this place, which again, I think it'd be interesting to see what happens like 2 months from now. How many content creators move on because the views aren't what they want, or they fall in love with the game, stuff like that, you know. It's probably a bad bet, because I bet a lot of people like this game and I like it too, so yeah. But again, we'll find a place to park eventually. Damn, that multi. I'll show you one screenshot from that video. in the video that we're probably going to make today about it. And oh my god, it's not that game. It's just the look. It's the look, and you're like, oh my god. All right. I also bought better lighting for the stream, so we don't have to look like just a sun god as soon as we look up above. All right. Update 1.3, 1.1, update 1.1, preview. So first things first with this, also shout out to Lone for sending me this and telling me that this was available so that we could look at it and I could mark it into our stream showcase things. This is the biggest news. This is a problem that I didn't even know was that big of a problem because I just haven't gotten to endgame because I've been kind of taking my time juggling so many things like making videos. But this is the huge thing. Apparently, a big chunk of what endgame is basically you getting echoes, farming your daily monsters, getting those echoes, and then you have to basically amplify them. So you invest XP into them, and then you can decrypt them. And the decrypting of them gives you random substats. But those substats are basically, there's a finite resource that you have to usually spend when it comes to resin, or not resin, but your energy, like your total energy in a 24-hour period. You have to spend it on that, and then my train of thought. Oh, so basically, but unfortunately, these are locked by quality. So like epic and then legendary gear is separate. So unfortunately, that was a big hurdle that not a lot of people got to. Stop! We can't draw parallels with what we just said. But the TLDR of this, which I think is really neat, is that they're actually letting you convert these just like anything. Like, it's weird that this was not in the game because it does just let you convert any sort of like base thing into a greater thing. And there was no real reason to not do this. But this is just a fantastic ad. The fact that they're listening to people have such an outrage about this, and then them like, okay, yeah, we'll absolutely change it. So now you can take all of your purple gear that you maybe farmed at a lower level, and now you can convert that into a legendary gear, and the conversion looks to be pretty okay. It takes 5 to make one full one, which doesn't sound terrible considering I have like 800 of these damn things. So very, very neat. This thing is kind of hard to understand, but essentially it just sounds like they're with the new 1.1 is coming with a bunch of new monsters, so they're gonna have more monsters, but to get for your data. I think I'm stumbling. I wish I could hear myself. Unfortunately, I can't. All right. They're increasing Union XP rewards for unlocking new Echo entries. Basically. Unlocking late game entries for all players. We have introduced Union XP rewards for unlocking new entries of Echo versions. So my take on this is I think they're just they're giving us new monsters to fight within 1.1, and they're going to give us more rewards, Union XP associated with all that. So I think that's what they mean by this. And they also mentioned this, which makes me kind of confused, but it seems like they're like, oh, we're going to compensate you for like any that we didn't account for or something like that. Yeah, it says we retroactively reward Union XP for the number of Echo entries you have. Oh, okay, that's what it is. Oh, that makes more sense. Okay, so I was thinking about this when I was leveling up, but basically, I thought when you got a ton of copies of a monster, like a ton of echoes of a monster, that was giving you like a progression in some capacity, but it's not. You just need to get one drop of like a purple tier monster, and then you get that checked off the Union XP list. Not Union XP, but it's the Echo list. We actually jump back to the thing. Good that we're in game. I thought it's like, so is this what they're talking about, Fluff, do you think? It's retroactively, but it's not new echoes we're receiving. Yeah, so my understanding of this, which correct me if I'm wrong, is it affecting this? So I always thought it was weird that all that you need to do is basically just run down and get one copy of each one of these, and that's all it is, rather than you getting like 60 of these ones. Maybe it would unlock like a certain reward when you get 60 of these, or 100 of these, or 400 of these, etc. That will give you some base experience. Is that what they're meaning? Or is this? But it wouldn't give you experience in this. It would just give you Union experience, which is that. So is that right? New monsters, new sets. Yeah. We're getting a new set for the Fire Girl, and apparently a new light set. Because they can tell, because of data mining within the new characters coming, that there's a new plant and there's a new like core. So we both know that there's a light core and there's a fire core, which makes sense for the upcoming characters. But I'm curious to see what the fire one's going to be, because the fire one's already really good. Yeah. Data bank levels do not provide unit XP until 1.1. Oh, okay, yeah, it's a perfect way to put it. Fluff put it perfectly. Databank level do not provide Union XP until 1.1. But they are saying here that that will all be given to you when we get to the actual game. But they're saying here, let me say that again because I tabbed out. But they're saying here that will all be compensated with you. So if you did farm a ton of bosses, it does seem like or enemies, they will give you that back then. So you're basically not going to lose that compensation. But that's also really nice because, again, that's already such a big thing, like where people have their designated farm things. And eventually you'll probably cap out about like, to get the next Union XP buff, you're going to need to farm like 1,000, especially for some of these bosses that have really good artifact sets. Set bonuses. But this will give you a reason if you want to progress your Union level to go do the other ones, even if there may not be the best artifacts for your builds and such. It's just the first time acquiring a rarity. Databank rank had 0 Union level before and currently. So we'll get retro rewards in the mail for whatever databank rewards we have. Awesome. So I think that's how that works. Fantastic. That's awesome. That's great. Again, that just makes sense for you having more to grind for and all that stuff. The next thing. Let me read through this a little bit in my head. Higher cost range, echo rewards, active points. We've heard your feedback. Have right. So this thing apparently a lot of people are complaining that when you got up in higher level, when you pushed up your Union level, essentially, or not Union level, was it, or was it echo level? Either or. Basically, it's hard for you to get the drop that you're wanting. You could farm like a boss and get like shit out of luck. You don't get the legendary that you want. Is that what this one is? I read through this beforehand, but now my brain is doing fucked up shit where I'm trying to like, is this that part? And I should just read it, but I'm sweaty and I'm I'm a bit sick, so I'm kind of trying to get through this. We've heard your feedback about higher for variables in the cost range of echo rewarding by gaining required. That's such a fucking horrible sentence. Feedback through various in the cost range of echo rewarded by gaining required activity points in guidebook. Shit. To improve your experience, we have removed cost 1 echoes from activity point reward pools. Now only cost 3 and cost 4 echoes. Oh, okay, that's what the people are saying. So basically, better tier echoes that are higher tier, like, what is it called? These fucking things. So yeah, so higher tier echoes like the 3s and 4s are basically going to be a higher chance rarity. So less chance to get the lower ones, which is pretty nice, considering a lot of people seemingly use them. In fact, I think the meta is weird. Fluff was telling me about it. It's like what is it? 3-3 or no? It's 4-3 and then 2. Is that right? Then 2 sets of 2, something like that. Databank 21 is such an upgrade. Ooh. Yeah, I finally got to the one thing, by the way. I finally got my data bank up to where I can get legendary drops finally. So I can I'm kind of finally in the end game-ish. Not a lot, but ish. Yeah, 4-3-3-1-1. That's what it is, yeah. So we'll get retro rewards in the mail, and Databank 21 will make 5-star echoes guaranteed. However, they drop. Databank 21 is such an upgrade. Remove 1 cost echoes from the reward when you complete your daily activities. Oh, that's what it means? Oh, okay. So we have a higher chance for our daily rewards, guaranteeing us not a shitty 1-star cost, but instead a 3-star cost. Okay. That's okay. I don't know if that's great. I guess that makes sense. You wouldn't want, because yeah, the change to only have the 1 would be too much. Guidebook is your daily task checklist. Oh, okay. But isn't a guidebook more than just that? That's kind of weird for them to say that, but I guess that's the only thing that gives you that. But yeah. Complete removal of 1 cost from guidebook rewards. Gotcha. Yeah, see, Fluff should write this whole fucking thing. Because this whole broken ass, like, hard as hell to understand, Fluff says, completely removes removal of 1 cost for guidebook rewards. That's your daily rewards. That's all they would need to put there. Instead, it's like the super convoluted thing of like the most words possible for the least amount of information given. Anyway, that makes much more sense. We should just ask for like a PDF of Fluff breaking down all this in like 1-sentence things. It'll either be 3 cost or 4 cost echoes for daily rewards because a lowly 1 cost is pretty underwhelming for a daily task. Absolutely, makes sense. Is this the thing that I was thinking of? After 1.1, the level cap for databank will be risen to 21. Yeah, so this is pretty huge news. So this is basically they're increasing the databank level to have a much greater chance for getting 5-star rarity. So yeah, when you get level 21 in your rarity for your union experience or databank, Jesus Christ, there's so many fucking level things here. When you get to level 21, you'll get access to guaranteed 5-star rarity drops, which is fantastic. That's this thing over here. Clickety-click. This. So each time you level this thing up, you basically have a higher chance of getting gear. But unfortunately, the drop rates don't increase, unfortunately. But eventually, when you get to here, yeah, the drop rates are at 20. So are they saying that this is going to become 100 when you finally get to 21? I feel like this is a Band-Aid fix. You know? Instead of going back and like adjusting the parameter, instead they're like, fuck it. 21 gives you it, which is kind of ass because you're suffering basically for like all of these levels with like 20% drop chance essentially. And then eventually it's going to go bang. And now we're getting a 100% chance for a 5-star echo. It's kind of, I don't like the Band-Aid fix because it still means that most people grinding up to this point are still going to be like ass. Oh, finally we can breathe. But I guess it's a kind of a good boon. It kind of pushes you to kind of stop slacking. So again, quick synopsis of this. Level 21 makes it so that you get 5-star drops. Unfortunately, all the previous levels don't account for that. So yeah. Oh wait, no, Fluff says, okay, let me catch up. I can always edit myself out, guys. We're okay. Even if I fuck up badly, we can go back and refine. In fact, this is amazing that you guys are here. So I can make sure I get the right thing. 100% 5-star echoes. It means whenever an echo drops, it will always be a 5-star. This is, oh, I see what you guys are saying. Okay, but it wasn't beforehand? Okay, so that's interesting. So you guys are saying that this, despite it saying, what do you call it, 100% drop rates, it doesn't actually guarantee you getting a 5-star? So, oh, I see. So basically, every time you kill an enemy, there's a drop chance for it to, the 20% chance for it to drop a echo. But now, when you get to level 21, it will at least, whenever it does drop, it will guarantee you getting that 100%, that whatever rarity it is. In this case, it'd be legendary because it's 5. Is that what you guys mean? The highest drop rate? This thing? Target class, overwhelm calamity, remaining chances. What's that mean? The highest drop rate. Oh, I see. Okay, so that's what they mean. Interesting. So instead of it being 80%, we're getting a 100% chance. So are they just going to completely nix? Oh, no, I see. Because this is still giving you the chance to play. But eventually you'll get to this and you'll just only ever be able to get this. And this will completely get nixed out. Gotcha. So it's still a 20% chance. All right, that makes sense. Let me go back. Let's go back. Okay, so for this one, Chad had to help me understand it because I'm dumb. Not this one. What is it? Is this one? No. Where's the one we were just looking at? Is it this one? Yeah, no. Okay, it is this one. All right. Let's run it back again. Okay, this one threw me for a loop a little bit because I just haven't gotten into the end game thing yet about grinding these as much as everyone else. But yes, the TLDR is essentially when you get to the final level, the highest drop rate, they're going to completely take away the 4-star drop chance, likely, and you're going to be getting a 100% drop chance for whenever you do get an echo to drop. So whenever you get a 20% chance, every time you kill something, for an echo to drop, whenever it does drop, it will guaranteed be a 5-star, which is pretty fantastic. Granted, woof. Until you get to that point, it is rough. It is rough. There's a lot for you to chew through in order to finally get to 21 and get that boom. But at least it's cool that when you finally get to 21, you are getting it at endgame. It still feels like kind of Band-Aid. It would be cool if they gradually increase the uptick, which I guess they kind of did. It just feels like weird why we stopped at 21 and not 20. It feels, not a whole number. It feels weird to me. Anyways. Fluff says, Another quick synopsis by Fluff. Level 21 data bank means you always get a 5-star to drop, up from 80%. Yeah, that makes much more sense. Much more sense. Again, I guess all echo dropped will be guaranteed. I guess that's fair. Yeah, I just didn't understand that. My brain wasn't drawing the parallel of like the drop chance is still pretty low. Like you're not always going to get an echo every time you kill an enemy, which is probably for the best. It'd be kind of weird if you did. But when you do get a drop, it's going to be at least a legendary, which is pretty neat. But I don't know. I haven't gotten too much to endgame yet, so this is not quite my problem yet. It has drop rates is for bosses each week. The first 15 boss you kill will always drop an echo. Oh! I didn't know that, Lone. Oh, I didn't know that. I guess it didn't matter too much because I'd just be unlocking purples. So only now that I've finally gotten to like level 5 does it matter as much because I can literally start farming for like the best of the echoes of the bosses. But that's tough. That's tough. Yeah. I just realized, ooh, I'm pretty behind in that way. Fuck. Well, by the time you have Data Bank 21, you'll likely have mostly 5 stars. Yeah, I'm about to say, like, as much as this is nice, it's nice for when you eventually when we all reach the end, we're going to be able to massively propel ourselves further. But at the same time, I feel like by the time we get there, we're probably already going to have 1 or 2 teams to where things should probably get cooking anyway. 1.1 schedules for the 28th, so next Friday. Oh, wow, next Friday. That's crazy, man. This game's been on, like, a ferocious, like, churn rate. And again, eventually it's probably going to slow down just because I don't think they can keep up with this. But it's just crazy. It's crazy, and oh, my God. It's just, like, completely over the moon when it comes to this game as far as how much content there is to play. And sometimes it's kind of like too much content, which is a weird problem to have. Yeah, this one just is basically like, yeah, we have a puzzle. On 1.1, we have a cool puzzle with a cube, a clang bang. A clang bang. All right. Where you can like teleport through things. Yeah, echo puzzles. I wonder if this means that they're doing like a ton of echo puzzles or it's just this specific echo. So, I mean, kind of it's good to heads up to be like, oh, you might need to actually equip this thing in order for you to actually be able to complete this puzzle. Hopefully it's not too many because that's kind of annoying to constantly have to jump around to different puzzles and to only be able to complete them that way. You know? Optimizations. This is huge. ADHD saved. Okay, remove tacit field reward collecting. The amount of tacit fields I do, and I'm just sitting there like, please, just let me click past all of it. I don't care about the weird like camera angle. Like, look how cinematic this is. Just get me through. Also, a little sad. I did read through this beforehand, despite it doesn't look that way. There is no a fix to the controller lock-on, which is sad. I feel like that to me it's just insufferable. It also could just be like maybe there's some sort of method to the madness I haven't discovered yet, but it's bad. A little frustrating. But there is also no bonus or what's it called? What was the other? Oh, there's no 60 FPS or 120 FPS. Sorry, for PC, which is also sad. You have to. We can't do it, which is weird because we know it's possible to do, but they haven't added it in game. So big sad. Hopefully, eventually they do. Oh my eye. But anyways, what else? Lower the shell costs for echo leveling. This is nice. It almost makes me. It doesn't say anything about compensation though. So, yeah, when you're leveling up, I think it's your echoes. It costs so much money, so they're reducing that essentially. But I feel like this kind of means try to not level up as much of your echoes because yeah, you don't want to lose out on your credits. Although I haven't really seen people struggle with getting credits, but even still, if you wanted to be a little more cautious, try not to upgrade your echoes too quickly here. You only just got to wait a couple more days before we get actually into 1.1. And by the time you're watching this, it's probably almost out. Yeah, don't level your echoes until 1.1 drops. It won't cost much shells credit. Yes. Simplified. Yeah, I heard people complaining about this boss that does like drive-bys. I agree. I just don't like. I hope they just take this in stride of like, nobody likes fighting a boss which has like an immunity phase or like a glorified immunity phase where basically like you can't deal damage and they're just flying up above you and just dealing damage to you and you literally can't hit them. Awful. Just terrible gameplay design. It's just like the worst. I'm fine if it's tit for tat. You can smack me in the face, but I can also smack you in the face. That's the best. That's boss design at its best. When you're like, no, how about you stop doing what your build was made for, which is like burst damage or long duration impact or AoE or whatever it be. Stop that. Let the boss do some random shit to like set up like we're playing like we're a hero in a shitty 80s hero movie where the villain's like, just wait. And when he's setting up his bullshit or moving to his next encounter, the guy doesn't just run at him and kill him immediately. Anyways, it's dumb. Hopefully, going forward, there's less weird shittiness, but apparently they tuned down the curse wing because people were saying that it was just, again, I think it's less that it was hard and more that it was just annoying that you couldn't get to him, which is mostly the problem with most boss design. Anyways, new depth of elusive realm. That's such a mouthful. Depth of elusive realm is getting a new update, new content. Dream Abyss. I don't know if this means the depth of the elusive realm is actually like out of its beta test in 1.1 and it's actually going to be embedded into the actual game. So it's no longer going to be like an event. I would assume that's what this is. No, wait. Darkness within the raised rewards. What content? Dream ablaze in darkness with raised event rewards. Does that just mean... Okay, so maybe it's not. Maybe Depth of Elusive Realm is... Maybe it's always going to be an event. That way they can let it retire for a couple months and then replace it with something else and then bring it back. Is that what they're kind of doing? Because I thought I heard Elusive Realms wasn't that. I thought it was like some sort of different beast, essentially. It's supposed to be like, this is the beta, and then we're eventually going to launch it into the base game. But yes. Regardless, we got new rewards for Elusive Realm, which is cool. We will be introducing a new depth of realm called Blaze Darkness, along with the new mechanics such as tokens. Yeah, this has been everyone's like favorite endgame activity just because it's silly. It also makes me a little sad, the Elusive Realms, because it's such a fun thing to see like how crazy some of the artifacts could get. And it does make me hopeful for the future that like eventually, hopefully, we get nutty in that way where like you can get a 5-star artifact that like it does as much crazy shit as the Elusive Realms can do it. Maybe not now because that'll break a lot of the game, but it would be very cool eventually to get to that point where we can actually have like, again, using the Helldiver or the Hell Rider set and having like 6 different Hell Riders just popping out and like doing drive-bys as you're fighting. It's just unbelievably sick. So hopefully, and again, it's kind of like an absolute flex for the designers to be like, just so you know, we could get crazy. We could get crazy if we wanted to. We'll give you a little taste, but not quite yet. A tuning available for you to create eat your own powerful builds. That's fun. Yeah, again, I love this. It does make me sad because like it's like you just feel like such a bamf, and then you leave the special realm and you're like, all right, I'm just an asshole now. I just feel like a bog standard human. Meanwhile, we're summoning dragons and shit. Anyways. To help everyone better experience participate in 2 events. Yeah, so this is explaining now the new events coming into the game in 1.1, which is pretty interesting. New event, exploring event, Mr. Farmint area event. Farmint? Is that right? Formint? To help everyone better experience the new area, we've prepared 2 exclusive area events for you. That's fun. It's a good idea. The area exploration event, Tales of Mr. Formament. Foreman is it like foreman or formament? I'm mint. Firmament. Is that right? Kill me. 80 Astros. Woo woo. What happened? What do you mean? Why? Why are we getting 80 Astros? Oh, is that the rewards? Oh shit! Right here. Good eye, Bolty. I didn't see that. Completing all of these events. Yeah, that's actually a good reward because not a lot of people explore like the beauty of this game, which is fair because it's just like there's so much to do as far as the events and level up characters and stuff like that goes. Yeah, you're like, all right, I'm focusing on those. But the fact they're giving us that much Astros is awesome. Also, a ton of other premium stuff. Love that. Again, the events have been pretty rewarding thus far, which is pretty awesome. Half a temple, not bad, yeah. Especially for just a quick event. It seems like you're just going to have to run around and explore some stuff. Another event is the Coral Store. Interesting. 1.1, you may redeem up to 7 of each following convent item. What is this? Okay. Yeah, so it's basically a new store with a bunch of rewards that you can buy. Very cool. I don't know. It doesn't really tell us what the store is. Maybe it's associated with the actual new like area itself. So the new area has a new store that you can buy some items in, I would assume. Other events. Besides other optimizations and tweaks mentioned above, version 1.1 is also bringing a bunch of other cool events your way. The 7-day login, that's huge. Again, I do find it so funny This game is like, it's fun. It's awesome because right now it's in like a time dilation state where it's just like, it's not trying to get, it doesn't want to get in like ZZZ or whatever games are coming out in this next couple month way. So it's just like, fuck it, let's just push all of our content here so people can actually play it now and enjoy it now, create fond memories so that they're willing to come back rather than like feeling like they have to choose. And it's just crazy that we're having like another login reward after we just basically had one. And it's just a nonstop of like this, then that, then this, then that, you know? And I love it. We don't know what the rewards are going to be, but hopefully it's a couple wishes. That'd be nice. Feature commissions, events, Lolo campaign, the feature combat event, tassels. Wow, there's a ton. So we got Tacid Simulacra. What the hell do you think that would be? Oh, it's just for leveling up materials. I gotcha. Another like level material one. That's fine. Lolo campaign. Okay, so there's a new campaign mission. That's pretty cool. I think it's just because there's new characters, maybe, because Lolo's not the same. Usually when there's a new character banner, there's usually a quest associated with them. So maybe that's not what that means. Maybe that's just a new thing entirely. Huh. Lone says also they started doubling Tacid Field event today. Ooh, nice. Nice. Good time to prep for Genshi, Changli, or trying to get your current team prepped with better echoes. The convenient item exchange limit, they've making it be 7 Radiant Tide, Foreign Tide, and Lucid Tide from the Coral Shop instead of just 5 per... Oh, okay. That's huge news. Holy shit, sorry, I ran by that. That's amazing. Okay, so yeah, the Coral Store, which is like the in-game store. I just didn't know that's what it was called because my brain is just terrible with names, as I keep saying. Where's the store there? Store. So, is this what you mean? Yeah. Is this what? It doesn't say Coral Store. Is this what you mean? So instead of getting, what is it like? Wait, is that the what? Is this one? Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, I bought them all, but instead we get 7 opposed to 5 every update cycle. That's huge. Yeah, that's fantastic. That's a massive win. That's like a permanent net positive for a long duration of time. That's so cool. Yep, that's what it is. Awesome. I don't know why it's not called Coral Store. Oh, maybe it's called the something. I don't know why you don't just say Coral Store, but I guess that makes sense. Regardless, very fantastic. That's a huge gain. I don't know why more people want to talk about that. Maybe it's because more people money in this game. I haven't spent money in it yet. Actually, that's true. I bought the Welkin. It's not the Welkin. It's whatever the equivalent of is in this game. Yes, we had no more double drop rate events. Kind of neat. Outside of that, it just seems like we're getting a couple more events. Which is fine because again, the main thing is the new maps that we're gonna be getting and the new areas. This is such a godsend. Map exploration. I have no idea how many times I've been like trying to find an enemy and I'm on top of a mountain and I'm like, there's a fucking cave. There's a fucking cave in this goddamn shit. And of course, I go top mountain, not there, and I gotta fucking find an entrance, which is impossible. So to see that the map is like, no, it's underneath this. There's a tunnel system here. Go to this place. That's so nice. Unfortunately, they can't do it for the entire map because that'd be a huge undertaking. So unfortunately, they're just going to add it over time, increasing the percentages of the underground kind of events. But that is so nice. Fantastic. So this is just kind of neat. I think this is the quest progression thing. Yeah, basically they're just continue to like do more little quality of life features where you can actually see how much you've completed in certain areas for like area completion, I think. So it tracks quest progression in an area. That's fantastic. I thought it was just increasing like the more detail in the area. Also, I still haven't gotten those like resource miner things. I need to really figure out how to do those because I feel like I'm lagging behind on that. But anyways, yeah, the loot mapper is being increased in terms of its range. Very neat. New resonator gallery feature after this. It's a kind of a neat like story buff kind of thing where you can basically see like the scribes of what the conversations were in the story. So if you're clueless, that's there. Kind of cool. It'd be kind of really hype if you could go back and watch the cutscenes, but this is neat too. It's very neat, especially for just... It's okay. I'll be honest. I don't know who... I think there's like a percentage of a person who uses this, but anyways, neat nevertheless. Oh, this is huge for like quality of life. Probably no one cares about this because we're past this point. But the level requirement, where you had to grind, you like do a lot of the story, then you reach a point where the game is like, go do side quests or kill enemies or something or do your dailies, and then you get access after you leveled up enough to get to the next area. It just had like friction, and it's not like you couldn't do that in one day. It just made it kind of convoluted where you had to like run and kill some enemies, do a side quest, maybe burn through some dailies and all these weird shit. When if a person would just wanted to do the main story, why break that momentum? It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't offer anything for the player. So this just didn't make much sense. So I'm happy that they're just like, no, you can just go right on through more or less. Maybe you'd have to do like one side quest, but it seems like you can just go right through, which is fantastic. And yeah. This is really neat. I think this is talking about basically your dailies, so they're increasing the amount of quests that you can possibly get for doing your dailies, which is fantastic. Again, love that. New combat style tags. This is just neat. This is just explains to people what like each combat thing is. So this is a tacit thing. This is a resonator skill. I don't know. Maybe we'll eventually one day level up to being that much of like a hyperfixation person who understands all of the like icons and exactly what they associate with. We got there in Genshin. Just took 3 years. Yeah. A new chat system. That's kind of neat. This is weird. They say controller mode. I heard people say that there's not a controller mode in this game. I'm using a controller. I don't know why that they're saying. I don't know. Like maybe it's just certain controllers, or I'm using Steam somehow, and that's like converting it into the game. I don't know. But there's no mention, unfortunately, of any sort of like lock-on system tweak, which is a little sad. Maybe it's there, and we just don't know about it. There's no reference to 60 or 120 FPS or just more FPS than 60 FPS for PC users. Which again, there's a way to do that, so we know that it's not like impossible for you to do that. So it would just be cool to see it built into the actual game, rather than you having to like change the source code and kind of worry that you're like fucking up something, and things like that. But outside of that, I think this is a fantastic update. But what do you call it? 1.1 is looking absolutely brilliant. But before we get into that and before we finish up here, I do want to check out one more thing, which gets your headphones on, boys. This is the new Wuthering Waves featured cinematic. As fate has decreed, this might just be like a recap of cool story moments. We'll enjoy it nevertheless. There might be a thumbnail here, actually, for this video. The new boss echoes will also be Spectro, allowing for 4411 build for Jinshi, Spectre Rover, and if you're crazy, Verena. That's awesome. Yeah, what do you call it? The two new boss sets are going to be Fire and I think Light. Maybe not Fire necessarily, but I think Fire. It has like a fire elemental look to it, so I assume it's Fire. It's optimized for controller, not adding a controller. Oh, I see. So it's making a controller better. Okay, so maybe that means. Well, I don't know if everyone has problem. I'm not sure if anyone here is playing strictly PC, like mouse and keyboard. Do you guys still have the same like lock-on problem where like it's just kind of annoying at best to like fight an enemy and not hit him where you're trying to hit him? Like you're snapping around in a weird way. And they didn't have in-game remapping for PlayStation control. Oh, gotcha. Okay, so if you wanted to change your actual button layout, that makes sense. Well, it says, well, Fluff, if I had Verena, I would be crazy enough to try but you don't, because you said she was Bennett, and you were like, yuck. And I just thought... I thought that. I thought a very squinty-faced... Why? What's your problem? Oh. Bennett took care of me, all right? As a person who never had like a busted account in Genshin, Bennett took care of me. I never had a busted account at the beginning. Actually, I had an okay account. Razor took care of me for a little bit in Genshin, and then I got right in Shogun, and I laughed everyone's face for talking shit because she was so good, and I knew it. Anyways, we all knew it, frankly. Ladies and gentlemen, let us listen to this, and then we will migrate over to doing the second video, which is talking about beautiful characters. I'll be honest, guys. It's probably a bad idea to immediately jump into making a video without, like, shooting the shit a little bit, because my brain's just not... Like, I go the whole day without saying anything to anybody. Just complete silence. And then we hit stream, and then I gotta talk and, like, flow sentences together. And halfway through reading those patch notes, I was like... My brain's just not jiving with this. Thank God Fluff bailed me out a lot. Thank you, Fluff, so much. As well as everyone else, Bolty, for catching that super win on the fact that story is getting 7 more polls. That's something I don't hear more people talk about, which is crazy. Or not 7 more polls, sorry. It's going from 5 to 7, which is just huge, because as we go further into this game, those extra 3 or 4 are going to add up in a big way, I think. Anyways, but let's listen to this. Boom. You guys got your headphones on?
Sentinel WUWA saved us from the morass of wars. It embodies the hope of our people.
Oh, it looks so good. Ooh, that sound. You can hear the wind.
Its future is Jinzhou's future.
Ooh, she got little scales. She got little scales on her face. She also
And
has
its
horns.
past
Dragon horns.
mirrors that of Jinzhou's.
This looks way more anime. I don't think it's in game. But I bet she'll probably get she'll get a story quest too, so maybe this is like cut from her story quest, so you can actually see her upbringing, which is pretty huge. Yeah, because she was chosen by a dragon at like a young age, which are all kind of like, that's fucked. She had no childhood, but then again, this is the childhood in this world where like monsters eat you alive. So like kind of rough in general. Oh, that's her. I see. She's like going back in time with her old memories. You remember when you were a baby? Your mom died. I'll be your stepdad. I guess. Dragon King, thank you so much. She's just vomiting. Baby's like, ah! Shit! Why are you gyrating so much? Jeez. It's also such a beautiful moment. I'm sorry I'm ruining it. Oh, the sound. I don't know what it is about that, like, that sound. They're like Japanese inspired, like flute or whatever it is, but it just hits that spot. Perseverance, sadness, loneliness, struggle. Cool dope ass rings though. Jade rings. Oh! Everything's so good.
Are you still with me?
Ha!
Our Central Secretariat has ratified your succession.
Sorry. I always hear that fucking, what's that Donald Trump thing? Oh, I'm gonna come. Or that other guy, I'm about to bust. Oh. It's also such a touching moment. And they know damn well it's gonna happen as soon as people see.
Are you still with me?
I feel
Our
like she
Central
might beat the
Secretariat
Sword
has
Girl
ratified your succession.
as far as,
This ceremony with Sentinel
genetic
WUWA
superiority.
will be the final step.
That's why I shouldn't say it.
Understood. I'll mend our city's scars from battle beneath the crescent.
I know you will. But remember, you have a long way to go. Now, stay focused and walk ahead with confidence.
That's interesting. I did not expect her personality to be that way. I thought she'd be much more like cheeky, not like a diligent auntie vibe, you know?
In the wake of war, the populace suffer. A leader must unite for serenity to reign. Tread with caution and join our sacred duty to defend the city and its folk with honor
God,
and
it's so
fervency.
good.
The rite has concluded.
I really need to find a good way to make pretty scales. And not be like, oh, fuck.
Will be judged
Oh, Khajiit. Not Khajiit, what's it called?
magistrate
What's
of
the scary
Jinzhou.
fucking thing? I'm sorry, this by the way.
This moment
Let's pull
on,
back so I can shut
the
up.
rite has concluded. From this moment on, you will be Jinzhou, the new magistrate of Jinzhou. As fate has decreed.
as fate has decreed. Isn't that the whole premise of the
Jinshi
thing?
will serve your will.
Our character's supposed to break that notion of fate and everything being predestined, possibly. That was gorgeous, dude. I can't even, like, I used to think Genshin was a very pretty game. And then Wuthering Waves comes out, and I'm like, oh, actually, they were slacking. They're slacking a little bit, man. This is like, I don't know. Also, I don't know if it's just me, but like, there's like composition that's like genuinely beautiful in this game. Like the way everything sits, the background, the composition is the best way I can describe it. Like, where is it? There was a scene, even this, just like this subtle blur, everything. It looks like, also, there's a lot of heavy-handed stuff within, like, trying to create the illusion of cinematography or illusion of cinema, kind of depth of field and stuff like that. A lot of games I don't really feel like hit it. It almost looks like you can clearly tell it's an illusion. But just that even, not this, but just this 2-second shot. Everything's flowing, everything's fabric, there's petals falling, it's just soft, it's just goddamn, oh, it's so good. Again, I did not expect her to have this, this personality type.
Understood. I'll mend our city.
Succession. Our Central Secretariat has ratified your succession. This ceremony with Sentinel WUWA will be the final step.
Understood. I'll mend our city's scars from battle beneath the crescent.
I know you will. But remember, you have a long way to go. Now,
Yeah, you're definitely giving off that like warm auntie vibe. Although I will say, I will just point out again. I'm so sweaty. It's also gross. It's not because of the hot waifu on my stream. It's because I'm sick, in a lot of ways, but mainly because I'm literally fighting something. Anyways, Bolty says, "I don't trust the dragon." It did save her. I mean, like, even like let's say we don't trust the dragon. Hypothetically, the dragon's still, like, she would have died. So, like, even if he's a demon, the demon saved her from dying. So at the very least, what does he want from me? He's wanting, like, to create some worshippers. I don't know. Like, we could talk about it. Your life's worth something, okay? Your life's worth something. All that stuff. Grin, who are you summoning for? Are you fucking kidding me, Lone? What the fuck kind of question is that? Are you insane? Are you insane? I've seen her a lot. I only seen her once to be like, oh, you know what, Alone, I'll do this for you. I was going to wait for the other video. Give me a minute. Don't look at the screen right now. All this stuff, dude used it like 17 times in the intro. This right here. I can't, dude. God damn it. It's such a good like clip thing. It's just, I don't know why. Something about the eyes. Don't look at this. This is nuts. Nothing. This. Look at that. For that split second, dude. You can't. Don't look at that. It's just wild. Absolutely wild. Not even a competition. How dare you ask me that? Anyways, I'm sorry. But it's absolutely the Fire Girl. 110%. She looks so good. I will say, this chick looked great too. Her like attack combinations look like amazing. She's gonna be a DPS. It's kind of like bursty. I won't talk about it yet. We're gonna talk about it later, or literally in the next couple of minutes. But I am so pleased with this game's progression, and of course, it's just overall success. And again, to me, it continues to show that it's not trying to be a Genshin clone. It's genuinely trying to be like, it almost feels like this game very much feels like people who loved Genshin, who like really, really loved and connected with Genshin and said, okay, I want to make my version of that and do my best to like take every good part and then transcend as much as possible. That's the vibe I get. Like, it doesn't look like they're trying to like spite Genshin in a way or like make a jab. It's just like, let's do our thing and let's try to do it as best as we possibly can. Like Genshin doesn't do this like more like this kind of cinematography stuff, at least not to this extent. It's usually more of like it's more anime. This feels less anime. I don't know why, but like this feels more like a movie than an anime. Don't get me wrong, it's definitely like fucking dragon and shit, like that's anime, but like it's just that doesn't have the look of an anime. Like if you watch anime enough, you realize it's almost like a design, the same way that you can spot certain manga art, and you're like, this is this is not what we're not in manga land anymore. Anyway, yeah. Same vibe, but not the same things at all. All right, let's move on to the next video. Jesus. Oh, shit. My piece of saliva smacked my uvula. Jesus Christ. All right. Oh. All right. What's up, guys? Let's chat. Okay, let's come back down before we get into talking about those new characters. We got a sample of her voice during one, but yeah, it's true. We did have a little bit of but she didn't come across as that. She kind of came across as like this mastermind pulling the strings behind the curtain, which that she didn't there. She kind of came across as like just like maybe that's because she's looking out for her and not like the same for us. We'll see what her personality becomes when we play the game. Love says, I doubt they wanted to have her be a copy of Yai Miko. I mean, I don't think. Yeah, I never even got Yai Miko for a second. For a second. I drink some water, but that's just like still like a piece of saliva in my throat. Like not like normal saliva, like sick saliva. Yeah, like not good. Just so you guys have something to look at. I'll definitely be pulling for Genhis. I'll also wish for her to. Let's go! Is that the fire girl? Same girl I'm wishing for? Or is he talking about the one like spectral person? Because I feel like it is. I gotta get the fucking names down. I'm so bad at this. I'm so bad at the names. But yes.
Be a good woolly now.
Alone says yes. I'm insane. I already knew the answer, but I wanted to confirm it. I'm gonna get confirmed in a minute here. All right. Insert. I'm about to. Fluff says Kara is reborn as a gotcha fire chicken. That all I had to see for me to say shut up and take my money. It looks so good, dude. Looks so good. Bodhi says, how many pulls you have saved? Well, we still got time. But for right now, I have 40 pulls and 5,000 wishes. And I got 11 of the one things. So we'll see. I don't think I'll go for a weapon, though. So yes. And also, one of these. It's nothing. It's never anything. Disgust me. Anyway. Done. Alright. Are you guys ready to get as close to the sun as humanly possible without hopefully getting DMCA claimed? Although that one guy's video is out, and I don't think they've really. I mean, I think we will probably get pushback from people being like, "How dare you? How dare you break the sanctity of the and I'm going to continue to steal other people's content, review it on my stream, and call it mine, and then blame other people for their immorality." Anyways. 1
sheep, 2 sheep, 3.
A fusion fire has always been low priority for me when it comes to elemental themed, so I don't mind skipping Changli, especially since y'all are bound to. Oh, I see. Okay, so you are going for the light girl. Light girl looks awesome. Like the dragon girl, she looks fantastic. That's what we were talking about, Fluff, because she looks like she different. I want to talk about it later. Well, let's not talk about it now. We'll talk about it now. I just want to get through every comment, and then we'll basically. I'll actually pull up some stuff we can look at, opposed to just being kind of stuck in the la la land of the abyss. It's like a 3D CG anime movie. Yeah. I guess to me, there's just moments when I'm watching the film or the cutscene or whatever that it seems like it's not trying to be like anime, where it's like it's just anime has a very like specific stylization and look. It seems like its composition is trying to be very similar to that of a movie. Yeah, so yeah, maybe that's what you mean. 3D CG anime movie. I just feel like the movie is like what's making up 70% of what I see, and then the anime thing just happens to be an access point to like create spectacular art.
Beautiful beings
and like you like make this dragon that's flowing beautifully, making like again the fabric and the way that it's moving. It just looks so super realistic and just fantastic. Zhang Li definitely has mastered strategies theme going for her. Calm, collected, and definitely pulling some more. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Not that much time. You gotta clear the map if you have in your free time. Yes, I feel like I have a decent amount of wishes. Not like crazy, but I feel like I could get close to getting her for sure, especially with the events happening. Because I'm not. Fire Girl's coming up next or second, not first. So I have a whole other like 30 days to get wishes from events and all that stuff. So I think I should be okay.
Beautiful beings.
The 5-star sword will probably be good for Chang Li. The ironically be ice to her fire. Oh, okay. I'd smash the button 1,000,000 times. I just hope I have a good broad blade for Genshin. Oh, you going for yeah. Again, what do you call it? That's interesting because they're not like I haven't heard a lot of people talk about how many like broad blades are in the weird category where there's not a lot of good normal ones. You know, it's got some beautiful cinematography for more like for movie like than most of the yeah for sure yeah that's kind of maybe that's what I mean in comparison to what I've seen. It just seems like that stands out in a big way.
I should try to smile more. You
Stop
say.
talking. Next, aren't they the same? No, that's, I don't think they're at the same time. No, it's the one after the other, just like every other. I mean, unless they're both at the same time. I don't think so. I thought they were definitely one's first and the second one's the follow-up. I could be wrong on that, but I don't think so. I'm pretty sure she won't be available simultaneously. She'll be second half of one, but yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah. All right, ladies, I'm gonna use the washroom because they hit me out of nowhere, and then we're gonna talk about these characters, and I'm gonna try again to do my best of skirting the line, at least for our first video, to see like how much we can get away with. Although I see channels that like literally go into the nitty-gritty, and I kind of want to do that. Because it just kind of ends up being annoying. Just us, like, weaseling around the edge so often. But we'll see. We'll see. First video will go light because, you know, yeah. Don't want to rock any feather. I'll be right back. Oh.
Can you hear it? Shh. That's the sound of sprouting. I wonder how they're growing.
Alrighty. Also, after we're done filming this one, we are going to be moving over to Event Grind. And yet. Let me pull up some of the stuff I want to show you guys. So we're not, again, I can't show you guys too much because we don't want things to get murky here, but I can go to their Twitter and scroll until I find those old ass images of the characters they pseudo leaked ahead of time. But I don't know where those are. Damn it. Scroll. There they are, looking absolutely brilliant. Oh, Mother Mary. All right, we have them. Fan-fucking-tastic. All right, good. We'll do this. I'll also pull up the just news. No, that's a video. The news articles that just talk about it. That's it. Yeah. All right. Hopefully, okay. We're doing our best to not get smashed. All right. Let's go back to the game. Are we ready to get into the nitty-gritty of these characters? She's so cute. Do you guys know that she builds up? Oh, wait. Well, that's definitely a thing, but sometimes it doesn't work. She sometimes has, like, based on how many charges I have. Oh, guys can't see shit. Based on how many charges the flower girl has, she has like flowers essentially that glow. But I guess she doesn't have them now. I don't know why. If it's just like sometimes she has them or sometimes she doesn't. But each one of those flower pellets talk about how much she has, like the healing charge attack, like this thing. Bang. Oh, maybe it's a different thing. Maybe she has a different stacking mechanic I'm not aware of. Maybe it's like when we use those. She builds up some. I don't know. I fucking hate it. Anyways, all right. Let me, Fluff. Can you tell me what they're called again? So Chang, how do I want to, because we're gonna talk about this. Fuck. If we're gonna talk about this, I gotta know the names pretty down pat. Chang Li, is that right? I want to say like Chung Li, but it's not right. I guess Chang Li. And then what's the other one? What's good, lore? Lore says, yo, what's good, lore? We're talking about these characters, lore. You're about to gasp with how crazy these characters look.
I wonder how they're growing.
It's definitely possible to get more than enough tied for Chang Li. I'm pretty sure we won't be able to available simulaccurately. She'll be the second half. Yes. Genshi, Dragon Lady, Chang Li. Let's talk about the new characters. Hypothetically, let's say our uncle who works at Xbox called Evan, has told us a great many things about these characters. And as much as I love the Dragon Lady, I gotta talk to you guys about the Phoenix Lady. So, Chang Li, I think it's her. Oh my God, I've been holding back ever since I seen this whole thing, this whole video. But we're just gonna pretend that doesn't. Anyways, let's talk about it. Oh boy. First of all, we know what these characters look like because of teasing by the devs themselves. But by God, do they still look fantastic? And this doesn't do it justice, okay? I feel like this is an absolute scam for how good she looks and how absolutely just this is the terrible representation of what she actually looks like. In fact, we can just pull that thing we just had. Thank God I didn't close it. Where is she? Boom, boom, boom. This. Nope. Give it a minute and boom! That is a significantly better example of what she looks like. She looks so good. First of all, she's just S tier as far as design. I love the short hair. It's got some volume on it. The gradient with pink to white. Beautiful. The white with the black with the red. Ha! So good. And the gold. And then, dude, to top it off, the eyes. Are you fucking... The eyes, look, they just nailed this weird, like, cheeky little... Anyways, we're wilding a little bit. Let's pull it back a little bit. This character, to me, well, first of all, oh man, the one thing I want to say right off the rip, hypothetically, say she has a Constellation 4, that if it was her Constellation 1, I would 100% go for it. But she doesn't, unfortunately. It's Constellation 4, which is brutal. But it basically gives you like 20% attack when you switch to another character, which is crazy. Maybe we shouldn't start with that, because that's going to paint a really weird... Let's start with her from the beginning, and then talk about her constellations later. I just want to talk to you guys about it, because I'm like, oh, damn. Oh. Steer, calm down, bro. Relax, Bolty. People can see you up there. You're going to judge our community. Also, Lord says, I'm playing the Elden Ring DLC tomorrow. Nice. Is it DLC or is it just Elden Ring? I may have added stuff to it. Don't feel like playing video games right now. That's fair. Wait until you find a game that pulls you back in. So, hypothetically, let's say this character, who is, oh my God, so goddamn perfect, is a fire buffer, okay? Whenever she is just in your party, I think she activates her intro skill or outro skill, she gives you a ton of fire damage and also gives you a ton of resonator damage. I think it's your alt damage, essentially. Now, it's basically the same exact buff as the other Electro girl who buffs, of course, Electro. But, unlike her, I think this person's actually built a significantly better as far as just having fantastic AoE. She's also kind of like Kelcharo in the sense that she actually builds up stacks of, like, Phoenix something. And then she can expend those stacks with these massive AoE dives up in the air and on the ground. Funnily enough, both our new characters can kind of be vertical in a sense, which is kind of neat. We haven't really fought too many enemies that are vertical, but it's just kind of nice. Maybe it keeps you out of damaging of the bosses that are quite squirrely, you know? But regardless, her E also, this character I think can be best summarized by just being explosive. Like, even her, like, melee combat, the sound of it is very, like, boom, boom, boom. She's kind of like TNT, like a support that's TNT based, where she not only queues up your allies, but also she seemingly can do a decent amount of damage. The thing that worries me is that she has a constellation when she reaches her max constellation, which basically gives her a ton of damage. Like, makes her, who is technically a support DPS, a full-on DPS. Yes, Torg explosions, exactly what I thought, Bote. I thought son of Torg or daughter of Torg, 100%. This is her. Yes. They judge us for not being thirsty as the majority of the gacha game. That's true. We look pretty mild in comparison. I'm so warm. It's not because of the character, but maybe. Let me see. I want to talk to you guys about like certain things about the character, but I wrote it down. I just don't want to lose it. All right, let me just see what I'm writing down here. Okay, so out of all the upcoming characters, the one that we have is the dragon girl, who looks fantastic. She's the person we have in the main story. She's basically the mayor of the town. Fantastic, like a strategist. And I'll be honest, if you're into like grace and like a ballet is the best way I could describe her like moveset, dude, she looks great in that regard. I think if you're gonna, and also she looks kind of like a powerhouse where she's just able to just make it fly. Like she does mass AOE. She also has like a combat system that puts you in the air, which for anyone who's likes the beat 'em up boxer people, like the fist type tiger boy, I can't think of his name. You're gonna like her combat as well, because she has various things that kind of plop her up on a platform, and then she kind of is just walking on light or water or air. Probably like light, I guess. Weird. Anyways, but the main way she actually plays, I don't want to get into her again. I'm doing such a bad job about like segmenting things. I want to talk about the Fire Girl first. But she seems really cool. But the Fire Girl, the Phoenix, essentially, she is so much more explosive. And again, I say that, I keep saying that because so much of her abilities is building up a charge. And then when you use your charge attack, I believe you expend those charges in massive detonations. And I hope dearly that she's not just a support. I hope that she can actually dish out a decent amount of damage. Thus far, even the supports with enough investment seemingly could be good sub DPSs as well. And it's kind of for the best because Encore is kind of like leading the charge for main DPS 5 stars, who are fire-based. And to me, it's nice that they didn't just immediately make her redundant in a way. Instead, they were like, oh, let's just make Encore even more of a ruthless DPS. And it kind of makes sense for her like whole nature of being like this anti kind of vibe, and Encore being a tiny kid, and her kind of being like, oh no, I'm the person that's going to push you up into the sky, which is awesome. So the combination for her is great. This is the kind of point that I was trying to get at when I was talking about the Dragon Girl. I do see the potential in the Dragon Girl a lot. I do think that this person is a safer bet. Now, people say that because she's fire-based, and if there's ever a fire character down the line, then she's going to buff them. Right. It's not just that. If the banner, which she comes on, is correct, and her subsequent 4 stars are the 4 stars that actually end up being on it, those 4 stars seemingly are really, really good. And the Fire Girl, or in the Dragon Girl's 4 stars are not very good at all. They're kind of okay. But that's fine. If you don't want to be anti-meta, go for that one. Makes sense. But there's so many more reasons to go for the Fire person, at least in my opinion, especially considering she's such an AoE-based fighter, which we haven't really had too much problem with in the game yet, but I feel like eventually that could be a thing, especially with Encore being pretty good with single target. She has some AoE, but just not a ton. Even her missile barrage is pretty tight. But with her, I think she's going to be fit in that category of being able to do massive splash damage and a huge AoE. And just, again, be like an explosive queen. And I can't wait. And also, she seems like she can like dump out a lot of her damage and then leave, which is nice. So she doesn't need to stay on Phil for a long time, which is pretty cool, especially if she's a side character. And also, again, it just makes it so, like, if you like her look, which I think a lot of us deeply like her overall design, I think again, it's really nice that this character isn't doing like, she's not like a main DPS, which has a high probability to be redundant in a few months. So it's kind of nice that we're always going to have a slot with this character that's amazing to look at, fantastic, and does just a lot. And it'd be interesting to see what the next artifact set is, because the current artifact set is kind of supportive based. It's like you amplify damage based on you activating it. So that could kind of be good. But I'm still curious to see what that next fire. What do you guys think? What do you guys think the next artifact set will be? Is there any sort of like my guy at Xbox knows some shit that your dad doesn't know, weird stuff. Do you know the artifact sets by any means? Are they made for her, or are they made for, or is the Dragon Rider more made for her because it's kind of a supportive set, and then is the new one more of a main DPS, selfish as hell, give this character a ton of damage, but nothing else to the party kind of vibe? Any news on that? What do you guys think in general? TNT by ACDC. Bodhi says, I might use up all my Astras if I hit her early to get them copies. Yeah, man. Lone said, well, copies, her constellations are not that great. Her first one, it's kind of good. It gives her some attack percent and upgrade, or damage upgrade, or no, unstoppable. Sorry, makes her not unstoppable. Knockdown resistant, so you basically won't get like staggered, which is nice. But I don't know. I don't know if it's worth it. The constellation that does seem worth it is unfortunately her 4-star constellation. That constellation gives you, I think it gives you like 25% attack increase for your entire party when you switch off for her or when you activate your ult. It was one of those two. If that was her constellation 1, I think it might be worth going for one more copy of her, because she's already like buffing your team's damage, fire damage, and resonator damage, or your ult, I think, damage. Which is good, but if she also was doing like another buff, and then you also give her like a support class that's giving you even more damage when you switch off her, holy shit, that changes it immensely to where like she transcends the Electro Girl in a big way. I think in some ways she does already, but yeah, just because her AoE and her cycle of dumping damage seems to be pretty good. And also, like, Kelcharo is an amazing... just in case people fight me on that. The best team right now is the Electro team with the Sephiroth Man and then Puppet Master. I'm sorry, I'm bad with names. I make it my own. They're both doing great, but they both do, like, mass AoE, like, damage. Whereas Encore and her, to me, are a much more cohesive team. Encore is really good about single-target damage and just able to, like, pump out rapid hits and just melt health bars. But she doesn't do, like, good AoE. This character does tons of fucking AoE, so they complete each other in that sense. So I think they feel like they synergize better. But maybe there's going to be an Electro, like, specific target DPS, and then that's going to feed right into the other girl who I believe is good AoE. The Electro AoE girl, Puppet Master. Let's see. Main DPSs will get power creep, but S tier sub DPSs support tend to last forever. Yeah, it's true. And again, I'm just so happy that she, like, again, there's a lot of times there'll be a character that looks fantastic, and there'll be like this weird subcategory of like, yeah, and despite you love the look of them so much, you're like, yeah, you're not gonna be my team, unfortunately, in a couple months. This character, I'm like, I'm happy that she is where she is at. I'm happy she's a support fire user, and I'm just over the moon. Lone says, what are the 4-star on the Dragon Lady banner? You got me interested now. The 4 stars, if the one thing is to be believed, I keep going back to this video, but it's because this channel is pretty good. That's where I'm getting a lot of this footage. I don't know if I'll show this in the actual video we upload. He shows it in here, at least when it is on the beta. Oh, I can't find it. There it is. It's this girl who's good. So this is pretty fantastic. It's this person which is not very good, and then there's this person which is okay. Actually, it's not the worst. These two characters are pretty good. It's just not the same as her banner, which I thought it was much better. And a lot of people, I think it's just because this character is so goddamn good. Unfortunately, the fire guy. Oh, I can't find it. The fire guy is on the banner. That's what makes this one a little bit weird. Where the hell is it? Yeah, it's right here. It's somewhere here. Yeah, for hers, it's basically the healer girl, which is good. It's okay, and then it's him. This is what makes people be like, oh, the banner's actually great, because copies of him is just going to be crazy. And then the other one I think is pretty shit, actually. I think that's the one that's pretty big loss. I can't find it. God damn it. I can't find it. It's somewhere. Oh, it's Lone's favorite character. This one. So she's on that banner too. So if Lone chooses this character, he's gonna be eating good. Honestly, I heard a lot of people talk some shit about this one. I don't know why this banner's that bad. I think it's just because this one's okay, and I don't think Constellations define her to be crazy. So I think that's why people don't love her. But this banner actually doesn't look that terrible. I heard a lot of people say this bad banner. In this video specifically, he's saying that there's not very good. Maybe it's just because of endgame super meta stuff. It doesn't really pan out in that way. 5S, Denshi, 4S, Shinsha, Denshi. Yeah. Oh, Fluff got me ahead of time. Nice. Nope. No news on the Echo set as of that. Dang. Fluff says, right now we have 2 5-star Echoes of Havoc. Oh, okay. So you guys are saying that there might not be actually any, the artifact sets, dude. Everything in this game, as much as I love it, is like needlessly complicated. Or not needlessly complicated, like needlessly phrased. Like I have to watch like 5 videos just to be like, oh, okay. And it's, again, like Fluff says, there's usually like a way to define it to make it like much easier. To where like, okay, there's like an Echo set, which is basically like if it's heal based or if it's like damage based or if it's like havoc based or fire based, whatever it is. And then there's like 1,000 variables that can be on top of that. So like think of it as like there's a soul that's similar to all other souls within this category, but then multiple bosses who have a special unique effect when you activate their E, when you expend their Echo ability, they all can inhabit different abilities, but they all have the same core foundation. And it's just like, fucking hell, man. Why did it have to be that way? So maybe Fluff is saying something to the effect of like, oh, this new artifact set may not actually be a new like artifact set, it just might be in the subcategory with the thing, but maybe it's a special Echo effect, like it's a massive activation of its main Echo ability might actually debuff them to fire, might give you healing, whatever it could be. Yeah, because so there's like the initial effect, and then there's like the what is it called, the Echoes effect, which it's just it's annoying and complicated. Bodhi says 2 good reasons are enough for me. Tenshi is also on her banner, so it'll be a win-win for me. Yeah. Depends on what your teams are for sure. Lord says, Grin, I did send you a video. I did see the Huggy Wuggy video. I seen it. I didn't watch it. I feel like I knew what it was. It was Elmo creeping an event. I've already watched the Huggy Wuggy thing a bunch. I could have easily just like superimpose that on the memory, but I bet it was great. But I did see you sent it to me. Love says we also don't have elemental reaction problems, so we won't have elements that fall off like Geo. Yeah, man, Geo will always be my just vitriol and hatred. We don't have 4-star spectral character that supports Genshi, so she'll probably pair with Spectral. I was about to say, isn't Rover a pretty good support for that? Summoning on both banners, Grin. Lone says, I'm summoning on both banners, Grin. Don't get me wrong. Oh, wow, really? Are you getting both of them? Damn, that's gonna be a ton of gameplay. That's fun. Which if she has aerial that in layer, she'll be a solid pair. Sunha should support Genshi decently only if Genshi is basic attack focused. Which one's Genshi again? Sunha should support Genshi decently only if Shunhi. Oh yeah. You're saying again. I'm sorry, guys. It just I'll never be able to understand their names. I try, like I keep trying, and I can see it, like CH is hers, which that's how my brain works. It doesn't remember the whole thing. It just remembers like that's something. I guess Jin is the mayor lady. Anyways, you're saying the one person on the banner is like a light, a normal attack buffer essentially, which she seems crazy. I don't know why people don't give her more credit because she seems pretty cracked. The character I'm using right now with Encore, but I think she would work better with this team. Whereas with Encore, she doesn't really benefit from the one guy. So it's kind of like they put both of those in this separate thing. It would have been better. But also because I think it's because he's fire based. Maybe they're trying to double down on the fire. I don't know. Yang Yang is an energy battery, so can be helpful for skill liberation stuff. Which one's Yang Yang again? Spectral Rover doesn't buff anything, just his time stop effect. Oh wow, okay. I thought he buffed some stuff. Shitty, weird, because he's not very good. He's not very good. If he's not a support, then he's not very good DPS. I haven't seen a lot of like light DPS rovers. It says yes, Grin. You know what they look like. You thought I wasn't gonna summon on both banners, and I'm gonna summon on Genshi's weapon banner too. Damn, your wallet's getting toasted, my boy. Anyways. So the other character that I have yet to talk about in great detail, but despite, again, I don't know what's more to say about her besides that she seems like such a solid pick as far as her design, as far as, let me check. I think I had some random other shit I just want to mention. Maybe I didn't in this random rant. I mentioned that she basically seems very similar to the Electro team, except like Kelcharo and the Puppet Girl. But she seems like the mixture of weirdly both of them, where Kelcharo is like building up stacks and like expending them with his E, has multiple E's. Kelcharo has pretty good AoE. She also has pretty good AoE. But unlike Kelcharo, who is just selfishly being a DPS, she also is buffing people, which I imagine means her DPS is probably going to be significantly lower because of the fact that she's not selfishly being a DPS. But yeah, that's okay because she has Encore, which Encore is going to be, I think, a good fit for her. And yes. But it was so much bad. Yeah, also she has multiple summons of her E, which looks kind of OP. Like, I wonder how bad the damage is. I feel like the damage should have to be kind of bad because she has like 7 activations, not 7, it's like 4 activations of her E that she can just spam out, and then she also has the discharge of her like resonator stacks. You know, like the bar below your health or above your health. She has that, and then she has another like 3 E's that she can spam, which are all explosive. And then she has an ult that's just like a quick cast, massive delivery of AoE damage, and then she's done. So her rotation can be as short or as long as you want. You can just use her E's, spam, use her alt, leave, or you could spam your E, use her alt a bunch, and then jump over to your E, or then use your E and then you're done. Or you can just keep going and just building up stacks with your alt, or with your resonator ability, because you're just basing attacking. I also believe gives you stacks. Yeah, I talked about how her C4 is a ton of fun. I wish it was her C1. If it was her C1, then I would do it. It basically gives you 25% attack for your entire team when you switch off her, which is just fucking S tier. Like she's already great. If she had that or C1, it would be like, oh fuck, because at that point I think she transcends the Electro Girl a little bit. Where yeah, you'd just be getting such a giant damage buff with that. Again, she looks so good. I mentioned that. Goddamn. And also, this is my other thing. She looks like a character that is fun to play. Like the Fire Girl looks like she is so fun to actually be able to experience. She has like these crazy attacks that just spam out stuff. I don't know about you guys, but like when a character is just sitting there outputting a ton of attacks, and then those attacks spiral into themselves, meaning they like feed into a bigger attack with her E activation or her ult, or you activate her E a bunch of times, and then you can just hit a ton with her charge abilities, essentially. Stuff like that spirals into itself and then just makes you do 10x more. I love that stuff. And then she's also just like future-proof because she's going to just be good in the future by activating her anything and then switching to another character, and then you're basically good. You have a ton more fire damage to your whole team. So good. All right, so she's great. Those are all the things I want to say. Now, let us talk about the other character that we got a whole ass trailer for. Let me try to get a good shot of this because Jesus Christ. It's kind of hard to get a good shot. Jeez, there this. Trying to get, that's fine. Let's just do that. God, she looks so good. Every time I see the pink haired girl, I'm like, oh my god. All right, let's talk about the Dragon Girl. She is also fantastic. She is going to be coming out first, so you are going to be getting access to this fantastic character before, unfortunately, the Fire Girl. But she also looks brilliant. Her attacks, man, look beautiful. Like a ballerina constantly summoning forth like this ravenous force. So it's not just like gentle hits. It's like, no, it's like dancing with grace followed by a goddamn dragon ripping your throat out. It's wild. She also kind of has a weird stacking mechanic as well. Seems like all characters kind of have it, which is fun because it just lets you feel spammy. I always like when characters do that. She also is a claymore user, which is a little bit more weird. I feel like if you're going for her, you might have to eye her weapon because there's not a lot of great claymores apparently in the game at a base, especially not like free-to-play ones, which are like 4 stars or something like that. So, yes. But outside of that, man, what do you call it? She has, like, again, unlike the other person, she has so much like style associated with herself because she is literally like summoning this dragon thing. Also, she, unlike the other person, has a cool like transformation effect, which I think goes a long way with a lot of us who love the design of characters. But basically, she gets these 2 little cute little horns. It's really adorable. Those little dragon horns, when she activates her ult, that persist for like a couple seconds. And I think when you activate your charged effect, so this character's all about basically building up a charge, building up stacks, and then expending those stacks when you do a certain thing. I don't remember if it's activating her E or if it's activating her ult, but it's one of those things. So be open to that kind of gameplay where you're building up these stacks and then you're like expending those stacks by summoning forth your dragon and then just having your dragon lay waste. If I'm off, by the way, can you guys please correct me, because I think that's how she works. This is the character I watched a video this morning, but some of the character, again, the way they word stuff in this game is so complicated sounding, or just like you're like, is that the E one? Okay, so again, it's much easier when like you have a person online who's like, yeah, the character is super simple. You just activate her E that builds up stacks. You activate her ult, it knocks them all down. You repeat the process. Instead, they're like, transitions 5% into her E skill, and then when you have a 16 stack, she enters into her 1 state, and I'm just like, it's too much. It's too much for my brain. Fire Girl sounds like a regular superhero. Yeah, absolutely. She's crazy. So pairing her with other fusion characters, because all these other characters. Yeah, I guess the one character that makes sense because you're buffing fire. I guess that makes more sense. I find the 25% you're getting on some of the fire characters you're getting, like Mortify, whatever his name is. Man, the more I think about it, the more I don't know if Scar is going to be fire based. As much as I would like it if he was, it would make sense because those cars literally burn. Like it'd be cool if he was, but I feel like they might go havoc for him. But then if you're not, then that means Scar is probably like fucking way down the line, which is tough. Lone says, fun fact, Genshi with her weapon does 50 more damage than her F2P weapon. Yeah, that makes, I feel like that would make sense. Love says, if she basic attacks focused, the battle past Broadblade would be better suited for her than her standard 5-star. I don't remember off the top of my head if she does. I think she does her all I know is that her E activates like these massive dragon sweeps that like just rain down hell. And then I know she builds up stacks. The problem I'm having is understanding how those stacks feed into everything else. I think you activate your E a bunch, that then builds up stacks, so then you have like a good normal attack, but I think it might be a charge attack, which is what's tricky. It's tough. Fluff says, Yinlin also saw a similar gap between her best possible free weapon versus her limited weapon battery. Yeah. Fluff says, only about 30%, but still a big jump. Yeah. Fluff says, limited weapons are almost always going to be the best in slot for the character associated. Yeah, I mean, the one for the Fire Girl I don't find is that good for her specifically. Like, it is, but it's just not like, maybe it's because it's too specific for them, but even then I think like it's comparable to the other one, to the critical one. I don't know if it's going to be like crazy, but also I feel it's weird because people are trying to make that character work with like being a DPS, and I feel like that's kind of also fucked. Like the character I don't think is meant to be like a full-fledged go DPS kind of thing. Love says, limited weapons are almost always going to be the best except for characters. Lone says, but Grin, my cousin from Xbox, told me we might be getting the tree lady after this. Oh, really? Okay. Well, what do you think? Oh, no, she's probably support. Well, that's so weird. Because she's so support. Yeah, that's so weird, Lone. Because the one, like, this girl is so support-based. We're out of topic. But this girl is so, like, fire support-based. And we are all assuming that the tree equivalent of this girl, the girl we, like, I can't think, but the like the blood hair change girl who looks awesome. We all thought she was going to be the inverse of this character, like a healer or maybe like a DPS buffer because she's evil, whatever. That she buffs, what do you call it, fire damage, but maybe it's havoc because we already got a fire buffer with the one person. It'd be weird for her to have two things, so it feels like more sense that she'd be a havoc buffer than a fire buffer. Despite she kind of looks more red than she does purple or something. Camilla is likely to be havoc. Which might be huge. I mean, that makes a lot more sense, actually. Because, she's, like, falling all over Rover, and Rover has, like, a solid Havoc build. There's no way in hell they didn't know that was going to be popular. So maybe they're like, no, this kind of makes sense for, like, the synergy within the story. That'd probably be my next character. I think we're going to go with her, and then the next character will be that character. And hopefully Scar has, like, at that point, there's a brace. There's a brace period in between. Her weapon did get buffed. It did? Okay. Camilla is likely to be Havoc, which would be the inverse of Spectro. Havoc is not really bound to a specific color. Oh, okay. Huh. Her weapon did get buffed. Ooh, which one? The one Fire Girls? In what way? Because, again, it's not... maybe that's where I'm kind of at with this, the character's weapon. It seems like it's hyper-specific for her, and even it's not even worth the hyper-specificness, you know? Like, I feel like if there was a good DPS fire, like, broadsword or single sword, I feel like that would transcend or even, like, be remotely comparable to what that other sword is. Like, it's like we're judging things based on the 5-star swords that are out and likely to come out. Therefore, I don't think she's going to be very cracked as far as her sword. Because if we're comparing it to another 5-star sword that's like, when you activate your E, you get a bonus damage to whatever. Or when you activate your ult, you get a bonus attack scaling. Or you get a stack or something. I feel like that in a few months, whenever that broadsword comes out, that's going to be the best. And that will also be comparable to her weapon, but probably will have more crossover versus other things. Does that make sense? For other 5-star characters who also use swords. It's pink in icon, but we've had purple Rover, some Havoc enemies, pinkish, and red Denji. Her weapons now give 40-ish % crit damage instead of instead of attack percent. Am I understanding that right, Lone? Lone says her weapon now gives 40-ish % critical damage instead of attack percent. So her base stat is critical damage, and then she has like a base. She has another like passive stat of like 12% critical chance on her one copy, because that's kind of wild. It's wild, but like, is it? I'm kind of like, she's supposed to be a support? Is she not? What's happening? If that's the case, that's a solid ass weapon then. Like, I even think Rover could use that weapon and be fine with it, you know? Shit. But there's no way. No, I'm trying to debate. Now you guys got me questioning what we should prep for, because I don't know what's going to come after her, essentially. So like, maybe we should go on a weapon banner if we have some more points to go. I don't know. That's tough. That becomes tough. Anyways, to round off the thoughts of the Dragon Girl, again, she seems like a fantastic pick for anyone who wants to do like mass. She also seems like mass AoE based. She's very honestly similar to this character, except without the supportive capability. So I think she's probably going to be much better DPS oriented, but not probably as like useful as this character in the future. But that does not mean that she's not going to be a good DPS for a long time to come. And again, we're kind of like blowing smoke, when it comes to like these characters, because we haven't yet found a thing that makes it so that we can't surpass it with the characters that we do have, given enough investment, and a lot of us don't even have max investment in a lot of our characters. So if you like a character, rock them, essentially. Maybe in fact this is like a new meta of this game where like main DPSs are actually for the best, because most of them are 100% viable. And like there's not even that much of a margin of like lesser power, and maybe supports are kind of like, well, yeah, but supports, like, you mainly need DPS, which I guess is a good reason for her being a DPS buffer, not like a healer. But anyways, while electricity has also been purple, most enemy, there's like weird color schemes. I know what you mean, so it's hard to kind of peg whatever they're going to be. Signature weapons are designed to complement the playstyle of their associated characters, so I figured Changling's signature will be her best, but also good for other characters. Like Jian's signature broadsword was also about heavy attacks buffs when using his intro and liberation. Yeah. To me, though, like when I seen everyone talk about it, everyone was in the kind of same category of like, it's good, but with the attack percent that it is, it's just not exciting enough to like warrant me getting it, kind of idea. Which I agree with. I thought it was kind of like, yeah, it's good, but it doesn't seem like it's that good enough for me to like feel like it's an absolute must buy. But now with that, if I'm understanding what Lone's saying correctly, then that's pretty crazy.
Leave it to me.
That makes me feel like, okay, no, now things change a little bit. Also, I still have not leveled up the artifacts. I've just finally given them the right artifact buff set, so now Encore is actually like hitting 7 times harder, essentially, which is not helpful, very helpful. But ladies and gentlemen, I'll be honest, gang. We're probably, unlike our VR stream, which I was able to bang. Well, I'll edit this video. I'll edit the stream, see if there's any. I didn't mean to hit that button. God damn it! I don't know why, but it's so easy for me to hit. But what do you call it? We make a lot of VR content, so I'm much better about like, and also it's very similar to the other content that I made. And it's been a while since I made Genshin-esque content where we're like covering stuff and that. I used to be much better about like staying on point, condensing things, flowing with things, etc. I also cut a lot of the bullshit that I rambled with. So hopefully I can do that here. But I have a feeling some of those videos aren't what I necessarily want to produce. But I think I could maybe fix it in the edit. But I feel like sometimes I was just like, I don't have a clear understanding. Also doesn't help that I'm like, I should probably save this stream into Destiny today. Because I do feel like shit. I'm sweating tons. I don't know if you guys can see. I'm just soaked. And my back is covered in sweat. Oh god, okay, that's not the right way, I guess. But yes, we'll get better over time with doing this stuff. I hope I can get one video out of that. I feel weird about the character one. I love talking to you guys about it. I just feel like it feels so weird not to have gameplay in there. I can always inject it in editing, but I don't know. It's tough because I feel like I'd much rather like react to the gameplay of the character. It's almost like, should we wait until like it's the game, like they release gameplay of the actual character, like within a trailer, and then just react to that? Maybe we're doing this a little too soon. I don't know. I feel like that went a little bit, had a little bit of friction behind it. Is that the daily? Is that the daily quest? Let's see, we might as well do it. Daily quest. It is. Holy shit. But now the other idea I had for a fun video was with the I gotta start chopping through some of these events. So I thought I'd make a funny little goofy video of us doing this event, the Depths of Elusive Realm, which also just looks like one of the more flashy events in the game. It looks awesome to see, but we need to film the other video, so we'll see how things go. I might have to do a surprise Monday stream again because of all the shit happening. We'll do this. We'll do this. We'll do this. 1,000 some odd damage. Also forgot about this. This gives us even more damage. Bang! Amazing what some mods can do. What is this? I hate it. Oh, it's one more enemy. That's what's up.
You're it.
Yay! The weapon, Eileen was buffed her both on and off field. Yinlin was buffed. Let me catch everything. Like Jinyi's signature broadsword was all above heavy attack buffs. Then using his intro and liberation, Yinlin was buffed her both on and off field. Also buffs Encore when you use her self-destruct and swap. Yeah, Encore's self-destruct is one of the worst things. I guess it's not worse if you use her in a sub-DPS fashion, where like you're casting and then you quickly activate her charge and you click off. Sure, I just find Encore's charge attack is one of the worst things in the entire game.
Let's race.
Especially considering it's so often I accidentally hit it. I'm like, I don't want to hit it, damn you. The weapon subset has attack percent before. Now it's critical damage and critical rate of 8 rate on the passive is not. Yeah. I think that might be good enough to actually go for. It's tough though. Well, it's not that bad because like yeah. What's the stacking mechanic again? Alone? The weapon had like a stacking mechanic on it. Is it E? Because I wonder what the stacking mechanic is. Because I'm wondering if Rover... Well, Rover I think would benefit from it regardless because it seems like it has a decent amount of stuff associated with it. But yeah. I feel like as far as like even critical damage, that's a decent amount of critical damage.
Here comes Encore! Bullies, let's
The
race!
crit rate, not so much. The crit rate leaves something to be desired. Fluff says, currently it's often more concise to run 2 teams, a main DPS and a support. Easier to build. You can have easier teams with that rotation. Yeah, for sure. Let's go to this elusive realm. We gotta start chipping away at it because boy howdy are we behind. We have yet to upgrade all of our things. This. No, we just gotta go to the challenge. Oh, actually, we're kind of making good, semi-good progress. I don't know if we can keep getting stuff by doing more. I don't know. Ooh, who to take in? Who to take in? Let's take you. Oh, I can only confirm 1. Is that what you mean? Which character do I want to take in there? I feel like we gotta take in this guy, right? It would be weird not to. Unless that's not what they're asking us to do. Or no, we get a chance and to get one of those characters. No, that's not right. We get whatever character we start with. Currently, it's often more... Bolty says, yo, what's good, Bolty? We're good to have you back. Oh, back into the something realm. That's why do I have such bad ping? Jesus. Fluff says, easier to build, and you can rotate them easily at a time. Only one character grin. Only one character grin. You gotta have, you're gonna have a tough time with the last level. Yeah, I know. I don't think I have any characters leveled who are. Yeah, because I heard someone say that like for this, you have to have a weapon. Weapons matter. So if you have a character that you're choosing, weapons matter. Also go with. Yeah, we'll go with this one, I guess. Although I did see people do some pretty clever builds. But yeah, people said that if you wanted to be good at this or you wanted to have a helping hand with this, having weapons leveled and having, I don't know if it's characters leveled. Maybe like high-end leveled. But there was 2 metrics that scale up this stuff. Do we want to use Verena, who can heal me, which sounds pretty great. That's kind of what saved us last time. Mortify, I don't know if he activates his ult when I use him. Wind guy, let's use Verena. Let's just be safe. I don't think there's a timer on it. Hello. I wish they'd let you see more of this. The resonator energy required for liberation is reduced to 50% and is pulling effect enhanced, dealing 100% more damage. That's awesome. After this is used, his arrow damage increased by 30% if he is in that mode. Lasts 3 seconds. Otherwise, the next attack is replaced with... I would rather go with this one. This sounds easier to understand. Yay! Put me in cap. Here we go. I actually don't really love this character's playstyle. Yes, that's what we're about. Yeah, they're over level for me. There isn't time, right? Yeah. We can take our time. I think he's attacking much faster than I normally think he does.
Tell truth from facade.
I don't know if she does heal him. I do want to... fuck it.
Wind Rider.
Fuck it. I think it's a little bit of a waste because everyone's already kind of dead. Oh, a little bit of a waste. What do we want? Let's do this. No, okay, perfect. Successful dodge increases critical rate. Golly, 40%? Yes. And it's a fire one. What's so bad about the last level, Lone? Bolty says Spectral Rover is best character in the roguelike. Level 70 is also good to have. That's what it was. So weapon and level probably. Did they give me the option of Rover here or no? I don't think they gave me their option. Combat.
Right, tell truth from facade.
Will Encore heal me? It does. It. Sorry, Encore. We're in fact an it.
Wind Rider.
A little bit of a waste. Machine gun buys. I've seen that. I've seen Baizu. It looks crazy. I wonder if we should do that. Although people said you still have to level her. Like she's still. It's tough, you know. Damage increase. Basic attack damage increased by 24 for 12 seconds after casting Resonator Liberation. That's her ult. Yes. Dreaming or unknown? Let's go dreaming. I feel like memory unknown gives us weird lore. Oh, it's one of these. Wait! Shit! Oh, fuck me. It's bad. Patience. Focus on the ones closest. That's a really fun game mode. This game's so fun. It's just really weird, like, it's the first time I encountered that. That's why I started to shut up. I was like, I don't know what to do. When attacking, hit at target, damage dealt is increased by 4% for 1 second. This can be triggered once every 0.5 seconds and stacks up to 20 times. Huh. Well, that's an absolute win. Not only is it legendary. Oh, there's a fucking gnat. Damn you. I'm not moving fast either. Oh, it flew on my hand and then like, fuck you, and then jumped away. Anyways, let's do that. Nice. Let's say he probably is juice now. Critical hit triggers fusion effect, dealing 150 damage to 150 attack of enemies. Gotcha. Critical hits? That sounds amazing. When attacks hit at 20%, you summon a Resonator skill. Let's just go with this one, which sounds like if we get a critical hit, it triggers a fusion effect, dealing damage to enemies. Very neat. Actually, maybe that wasn't good. No, it's critical hit. Yeah, so we just do some fire damage. Nice. Even though we're playing a wind guy, kind of weird, but hey. Boss time. Oh my god, you're that.
Tell truth from facade. Bide the time.
Oh, I thought I attacked at the right time, but did not.
Break. Wind Rider.
We're kind of trading blows here. It's not ideal. I dodge. Encore, do something. Pop
Tell
off.
truth from
Queen.
facade. You worry.
Fuck you.
Fear no more.
Where'd he go? He's so far away. Get buried.
Settled.
Heal, goddamn.
Tell truth from facade.
Yeah, this one's not very good because we're not doing that one like that. His specific buff is not what we actually benefit from at all. Yeah, we like that motorcycle buff gives us improved fire damage. We're not getting any. Yeah, it's just a good hitting ult too. Hello. Basic attack damage increased by 72%. I feel like we're getting some god pulls here. Yeah. No, well maybe not because we don't really. Yeah, we do charge attacks. We don't always have our ult. That's a lot of damage. Resonator skill, no, let's go with that. Even though we don't use our ult that much, I still think it's worth. Bodhi said, you have to swap your Havoc Rover to Spectro in order to make it show up. Also, you might like the anime. I'm gonna get. Ooh, hit me with it, Bodhi. What's that anime about? He doesn't do basic attacks. He does have. No, I know, but like the other thing was like his skill gets a bonus. And his skill, I don't feel like hits hard anyway, and I don't really care to use it that often. But to me, when you don't have your charge attack, doing the normal attacks does seem like a fine, especially with, again, it would just seem like it was 80 damage. It seemed like it was significantly more than the other one. We'll see. Maybe it was a bad choice, but we'll see. Basic attack 5, summon 4 wind long spears. Do summon fall around enemies that deal 60% damage. That sounds fantastic. Yeah, basic attack 5. Yeah, and hey, now we have a reason to just do basic attacks instead of long attacks. It's kind of weird for this character, but he does attack fast, so I guess it's not the biggest problem. Summon 4 Tempest. That. Sure, let's try to make a build that eats what we normally do. Tempest Spear reduces cooldown. Yeah, let's try that. This is not right. Let's see if we can be not right and still be okay. We'll see. Could have been a mistake. What is this? Restore HP. Yay. Did we buy anything good? We can do enemy. We can do ally. No, but yes. Oh, dude, this is hilarious. That's absolutely hilarious. We're going to get her, which also buffs our normal attack. We're going to be a real weird build, but let's rock. And now she'll when we switch to her, she'll buff our normal attack as well. I'll make Alone eat those words. He doesn't do basic attacks. Says who? You sound like a meta slave. Okay. What he says is called viral hit. Viral, like in terms of Google viral, a web platform. A platform that
Victory will be
mimics
ours.
YouTube, but hit me with it. What's the but? It's more about boy getting bullied in school and getting back at his bullies and going viral. I can't look at stuff. I'll look it up in a minute. It's tough though, Bolty. A lot of like influencer things on. I have never seen a show of any kind do the influencer thing and make it seem like it actually talks about like the passion of loving to create something, or like the loneliness that comes from that you have the experience to feel like you want to like create something for somebody else and then like connect with them and talk to them instead of all of it is always like doucher decides to want to be famous, and it's just the worst. So I'm curious to see what this is. Hopefully it's a comedy, but all the comedies are always like influencers are assholes. And it's like, yeah, I get it. Okay, short equal to 30% of your max HP. Last 8 seconds after casting a resonator skill. That shouldn't sound bad. Upon critical hit, 2 resonator energy is gained. This effect can be triggered every 5 seconds. That doesn't sound bad at all. What this? When attacks hit a target, restore HP equal to 10 of the attack every 2 seconds. This effect discontinued if attacks don't hit a target within 2 seconds. That also sounds great. Can I afford any of this? I can? Yes. We're definitely getting that. That's a heal. It's a solid heal that we can just use forever. Sorry about that. Ow. Yeah, this also let me get my alt faster, which I think is affordable. Yeah, absolutely affordable. Let's rock that. Nice. Goodbye. Goodbye, my dude. Training or fierce struggle? Let's try fierce struggle. Lode says, fair enough. I'm going to the dark side of basic attack, Jenny, for the win. Sorry. I was like, in my head, how can I convince Lone that I am not wrong, even though I definitely am wrong by investing in normal attack, and I knew just throwing in one meta slave thing, he'd be like, okay. No, never mind. Oh, Lone, never change, buddy. Oh, God.
Tell truth from the side.
Bang.
Settled.
So far, the normal attacks are fine. Actually, no, they're starting to stack up. If I get that basic attack that splits in like three spears, then that's going to be crazy. Also, would do this. Do this. He died. Okay. Oh, damn it, that's it. God, I should use that. When a skill exists, resonator skill, resonator shatter effect. When a shield exists, I don't have a shield, so that's not great. Basic attack reduce cooldown of Resonator skill and liberation by 1% on hit? Yes. Sometimes you read stuff and you're like, are you kidding me? Yeah, what the heck? Oh, I could totally see how, well, I guess not. Yeah, there's like a machine gun build for like one of the characters, which is cool, but at the same time, I'm like, oh yeah, but it's giving my ult back faster. I think for that one healer girl who has like that wispy like Pokemon dragon thing, it's not very good because her ult isn't that. It's like a healing thing, so it's not very crazy as far as that goes. Bodhi says it is a comedy-ish, but it's focuses more in the street fighting scenario as a normal person beating him, and throughout the story, the MC turns into a fighting hungry person. Is he like very thin? Because I also seen this one anime that's very how do I put it? It's like a dude.
Break till truth.
It's kind of hard to describe, but it's a different type of weird vibe. I'm having a hard time playing and making all this stuff make sense. I feel like we're killing stuff really fast, despite the build being cursed. What am I saying? Yeah. Oh. I seen this one anime that sounds similar to like viral like fighting. It's not necessarily a comedy. It's like this one. I think it's a manhwa that existed, but it's basically like this dude who's getting beat up. He gets beat up so bad he stops feeling pain, and then he just becomes like a bamf. It's a lot. But anyways, it sounds similar to that one. But maybe that one has like a viral undertone that I just didn't know about, or maybe it's an entirely different show. But as soon as we're done this build, I'll try to search it up. Hopefully I can scroll back and find it. When attacking hit at 20 time meteor strikes. Yeah, it might work. After attacking, gain a shield equal to 15% of your max HP. Yeah, let's rock that one. I mean, you're right. We're going to do a lot of basic attacks anyway, so that build up that a lot. Fierce Adversity. So we haven't used our ult yet, because I'm waiting to use... We can pop off with this.
Lotus Pervade.
We can go over here.
Wind Rider.
And now let's rock. And should theoretically still melt things. He's doing some shit. He's doing too much. We're kind of throwing him around a bunch. Did we kill him? Oh wow, we killed him. I didn't know he died. Jesus. Basic attack increase. I'm gonna have to go with that one. For every 1 resonator energy, each attack recovers corresponding hit on hit. Huh. No. It's just resonator energy, so it's not resonator liberation. Unless no, I don't fucking want to know. It's too much to break down right now. I was like, is resonator energy that energy bar we have above our health, or is that a different thing? When attacks hit a target, critical rate is increased by 2% for 1 seconds. This can stagger effect every couple times, but it stacks a ton. Yeah, that one. Yeah, critical hit maxing out. Yes, especially when we're fighting boss fights. That's gonna be huge. Also making viral YouTube content and streaming his encounters with the bullies he exposes. Okay, maybe that does sound like the one I know. The middle one is OP. Oh, but did I get the wrong one? Oh, what was it? Damn it! God damn it! I wish. Oh man, I need to. I wanted to install this thing into my stream, but I haven't yet to do it. But I know I need to.
Tell truth.
Essentially, it's the voice chat thing where like you can actually get someone to like talk. Like you guys see like, text to speech. It's not nothing new, but we haven't done it yet, and I would love to eventually be able to do it. I just haven't done the effort to actually look up how to do it. I think there is something in Streamlabs that would make it easier to do, so it's not impossible. I just need to like dedicate a night to like setting it up. But I also ordered a capture card, so maybe I'll wait to install my capture card. Then we'll have no lag streams and ideally better quality for streams because this kind of looks washed out. Doesn't have no color well. Also, sharpness isn't exactly there. So it'll make the video content quality go up a little bit, which actually wasn't bad. The thing I got was around $120, which is not that bad for a capture card. It's the reason why it dropped so much in price is because there's a 4K one coming out, and I'm kind of like, oh, if only I could get the 2K version. I don't know if I'll ever jump to 4K. It seems like too much, but especially if you're not streaming. When you gain a shield equal to 50% of max HP for 8 seconds, this can be triggered every 10 seconds. When shield exists, resonator skill Shatter effect activates. Gain shield equal to that. I guess we have this one, which is it. What is it? When attacked, gain a shield equal to 50% of your HP. For 8 seconds, this can trigger once every 10 seconds. Fluff says, well, I just got a 5-star monster. Damn, Fluff. You've been getting crazy luck on that damn weapon banner, man. That's wild. Good shit, Fluff. Now you're prepped. You're just locked in. So even if I don't manage to get Jinji's signature, I'll have a deal. Oh, no, absolutely. Yeah, if having a 5-star weapon of any kind, even if it's attack percent or something like that, it still usually has a scaling metric that's pretty crazy to make it warranted to be a 5-star. But that's awesome. That's awesome. That's awesome. That's awesome. I don't know what one to pick here. It says when you have a shield. I don't have a shield. I guess we could have a shield by doing this. Gain a shield equal to that percent of that after casting your skill. Now, I guess taking damage is far more likely. Rest or unknown? Memory of unknown. Ugh, I don't want to talk about this. Ooh, is this a future character? He has a little dagger. Don't eat me. Grants everything. Lose 40% of your current HP and gain 300 dream fragments. Lose 80% of your current HP and lose 60 dream fragments. Gain 50 dream. Take 40%. Is this a good deal? Goodbye. You feel like you suddenly forgot something. Okay. Fluffo says, damn, Fluffy popping off. Fluffy popping off. God damn it! What a waste. Why is it just like I set my controller down? Oh, it's a boss fight, of course. Well, I wouldn't need anything going into this. What a bunch of ass.
Life is in everything.
Oh, come on.
Settled.
What happened to one thing? Also, this is the boss I have the least experience with, so that's fun.
Tell truth from facade. Don't you worry.
Oh, I tried dodging, it didn't happen. That shield's actually pretty solid. I really want to use. I want to get that one resonator ability so I can get that. There it is.
Frozen blockade.
Unstoppable.
Okay, now we can start. Hopefully doing a damage phase, unless he's a million miles in the air, you son of a bitch.
Time, don't you worry. Bide the time.
Why can't I jump? What? How do I fight this? Oh, what a waste of an ult, dude. Pain.
Tell truth from facade.
Woo. Jesus Christ. Let's get some healing.
Luminous energy.
Woo. Probably wasn't worth it. Actually, did not give that much healing. Waiting to use my ult. I don't want to make sure he does that stupid shit where it goes up in the air again.
Fear no more.
He's stumbling? We're just staggering the shit out of him. This is working too well. That worked way too well. Let me tell you guys. Just doing normal attack buffing. That's some scaling craziness. And also, actually, yeah, Lone, I think he was pointing out that there was a shield one that was really good. That's crazy good. The shield one is shockingly good. Oh, critical damage increased by 60%, and it's fire-based. Oh, yes. Ooh, when a shield exists, every attack triggers Frost Ball effect, dealing damage equal to 500% of your attack to the target. It's going to trigger every 10 seconds. I feel like most of my attack is built into my my normal attack, which I attack many. That I don't think is scale, because my attack basically is paying off the fact that I can attack very quickly and hit very good damage numbers consistently. I think the critical damage would make that better rather than just this, even though it is 500 damage. I don't know. Illustrious Razor, standard 5-star as attack percent, so it's not bad at all, and it buffs energy regen, liberation damage bonus after casting. So they look sick. I personally think those weapons look absolutely amazing. Unless they unveil a cool pistol kit. Yeah, man, hopefully that exists. We haven't seen one of them yet. I do like the one character. I just don't think he's not like a main DPS that can carry you in that way, so That's a little bit sad. Holy shit, we got another one. After Jenny uses restoration skill, his animo damage is increased by 30% for 10 seconds. If Jenny is in gulag mode, Restore skill, animo damage is improved. You can detonate Tempest Spear by entering Conquest Quelling mode or casting Enhanced Liberation. Each detonation, Tempest Spear reduces Resonator skill cooldown. No. Resonator skill damage increased by 50. All these are shit. After Jenna reaches Resonator skill, his animo... yeah, that one's good, I guess. It affects our basic attack too, I guess. Oh, I see you gotta reach 30 on the podcast anyways to get the weapon. Yeah, I don't know. The podcast, I try to grind it out, man, but it's just, there's so much stuff to do in this game where, like, also, it doesn't help that I'm also enjoying, like, I'm still enjoying Destiny. Like, ever since starting up the Titan, maybe it was a bad idea starting up the Titan journey, because it is a ton of fun. Just grinding out stuff in that game as well.
Break! Tell truth from facade.
Life is in everything.
Yeah, I didn't. Wow. Okay. Yeah. So I haven't even activated. Okay. So that thing that we got, which does animo damage, I talked some shit, but that's amazing. We're just casting our ult without even activating our ult. that's wild. Never mind. I take that back. Funny. I don't really understand what they're saying when they say stuff like that, but this is insane. I'm not even activating my ult. Is it a bug? Because damn.
Like frigid death.
Yeah, this is just gonna get even more nutty.
Break!
Basic attack for the win. Charge attack. Ooh. Woo. that was fucked up. What we just did there. Each Echo's skill cooldown is reduced. No. Basic attack damage is increased and it's fire-based. Ha! Shield disappears 15 seconds. No. Well, maybe. When a shield disappears, 15% of max HP is restored. That was pretty good. But theoretically, if I kill things faster, we don't take as much damage. So that's the DPS meta right there, baby. Fluff says next is never a mistake to play it. Yeah, well, I mean, man, to me, again, I haven't gotten into it, Fluff, but I've been watching these videos about breaking down like the Titan's chess piece, the explosive chess piece. Which, by the way, Fluff, I was gonna ask, one of these days, would you be down to play Destiny with me? And maybe not on stream, but just like I want to get the with the hunter, like the hunter's class ability. None of the class ability stuff for the hunter really looked too exciting for me as far as like PvE stuff. There's a lot of PvP stuff, of course, but not a lot of PvP stuff. Whereas there's just one that a Titan build that I've seen that requires you to have the new what's it called, the new Titan exotic, class exotic, with the it's like detonation, melee, empowered melees cause the enemy to explode, and then there's like a range buff for that, and both of those synergize when you just slam your hammers on the ground just to fucking lay waste to an entire room, and also like melt bosses and shit. And none of that stuff. All that stuff looks awesome. So it'd be cool if we could do that with the one of those things one of these days. Although I do imagine it's pretty tough. Fierce struggle. Let's go.
Tell truth from facade.
Do I use the one thing yet? Man, my thing's on a cooldown of 3 seconds. My spear. This is wild. Oh, kind of heal up a little bit. Woo! Hit me there. I do have my ult, but I'm kind of not using it because I don't know. Let's chill.
Finale.
The fact that we just like throwing people around with the like endless ult we have is wild. When a shield exists, Resonator skill, Resonator Liberate will trigger Shatter effect, dealing damage equal to 300% of the attack to the target. This can be triggered every 3 seconds. That sounds pretty good. When gaining a shield, Echo cooldown is I can't for that. Yeah, let's go with that one. Finally got a 5-star glacial forecast, and it's HP. Sad, says Fluff. That sucks, Fluff. I still haven't gotten to that hellscape yet. I will say that does seem like a little bit of a drain. Like seeing how much you have to grind each echo is not exactly the most provocative gameplay you've ever seen. So kind of a little bit worried about that in some capacity. Whenever I do it, I kind of am in that now that I can finally start getting legendaries to drop. But it's also like that. Also, man, I really want to make a video, and I wanted to wait to do this with you guys, but I also don't want to wait too long before you guys can get all of your insights, because it probably will happen. But basically, it's like the name of the video is everything I wish I would have known about Withering Waves that I didn't know, essentially. And what do you call it? One of the things I wish I would have known is just like, there's various moments when you're playing this game where you get to like the what's next moment. Like, okay, but now what? Kind of thing. Like one of the things I didn't know, and I maybe you guys were telling me, but I just never got through my thick skull. I didn't know that basically, like, as soon as you're done leveling up your character, like, that's something important for you to do. The next biggest thing for you to do is just go up and kill one version of all the enemies. I thought you had to kill multiple copies of the enemies. But no, you just go through, kill that enemy, boom, done. Go through, kill that enemy, boom, done. And then I didn't also know that when you kill all of them, not kill, when you get an echo of all of them, then you're done. You progress to the next tier. I thought maybe you had to, like, farm multiple of a certain thing, and that would progress you to the next tier. I didn't know that. So I was like, oh, shit. So I was just, I want someone to, maybe I need someone to, like, spell it out to me in a video that, like, is exactly that's what it was, but I hope I can do that for someone else, because I feel like that's what I didn't know. I don't know what, like, even after that, I'm kind of like, okay, I kind of get the idea of the, like, what's after this, after I start aggregating a bunch of legendary equivalents of the perk sets that I need that are powerful for my team. But then it's about, okay, well, now where do I spend my resin? Because I don't really, none of this is costing resin. Do I spend it in my in the tacit stuff that, like, helps roll your echoes, or do I spend it in, like, a currency that lets me level up my echoes to 20, because that's something that you're going to need to do anyway. So I don't know. All that kind of stuff to me is interesting. That I didn't really know what to do next after the next. I kind of was just like, I'm just gonna keep leveling up my characters, and then finally when I figured that out, I was like, oh, this makes sense. This is how I get access to legendary drops. I guess it's okay to use Baizu, but I have her set up with healing set, not glacial. Glacio. I'd be happy to try to get the class item. I still need... Oh, you still haven't gotten it yet? You still haven't gotten it? Yeah, the good news is we only have to do it once on a character, and then they just start dropping from chests, so it becomes pretty easy, especially if you're wanting to farm the rest of your, like, special... What is it called? The special brave weapons. It seems like it mostly just requires some communication. Yeah, it seems like it's mostly just, like... I watched it. I'll probably send you the same video I watched, just so we're on the same page of, like, what we could do to get through some of it. Fluff says, yeah, I tried to tell you before. It's only one instance of rarity. Each echo requires rank up to databank. Yeah, and that helps to know that, because again, I was under the, like, I was like farming them, because I understood the idea of, like, okay, you want to farm these because these are echoes, they're gonna be good, but I didn't know that, like, you only need to get one copy of them. And that you were looking for, like, the you wouldn't stop farming that node until you get an epic or whatever tier you're at, I guess. But yes, I wish I could pause this. Yeah, I gotta use the washroom. Hopefully it doesn't, like, break. I'll be right back. Ooh. Oh. Oh. Man, I feel sick, man. I shouldn't like to admit it, but I feel that my head feels fucking hot and like stuffy. Yeah, my eyes are always glossy. If you guys ever want to know a gritty enough feeling, it's my eyes get like completely glossed. I don't know why. I don't know if you guys can see it because the lighting's so shitty here, but but yeah. I'm gonna smash this coffee. We're gonna send it out. Actually, we gotta do a lot more. We gotta probably play for another 2 hours or something like that because I need to make a dent in this event. But because we're kind of off in silence, let me get something queued up here so I can not be in silence because I didn't know how quiet it was until now. Jesus Christ. Usually we have some kind of bop in the background so we're not just in hell. Silence, otherwise known as. Groovy maybe? Groovy might be too much for us. Is that too loud for y'all? God damn, I can't really see until... It's way too loud. It's way too loud. There, sorry about that, gang. Alright, good. Let's continue. Ba 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 ba. Oh. So, Bolty, Lone, and I are going for Phoenix Lady, and Fluff is going for Dragon Lady, and so is Lone. Lone is also going for Dragon Lady. Are you going for weapon as well, Lone? Or are you just going for the base? I feel like our boy's insane. I'm so curious what Ray is. By the way, Ray did message me. So sweet. He's like, hey, I can't be there tomorrow. I wish I could. And now that I'm sick and we're streaming, I'm kind of like, maybe we just shouldn't have been here. Maybe. Oh, yeah. Also, man, this game's pretty. So pretty. Do we have any money? We have 2,000. Never mind. We got plenty of money. Gain a shield equal to 30% of their max HP that lasts for 5 seconds when you dodge. Oh, when your dodge is successful. Well, I'm about that. That sounds pretty good, actually. The more you win, the more you get. When attacking a hit, target 20 times, damage, resonator skill, resonator liberation is increased by 80%. These perks are insane. When a shield exists, every attack when triggered Frostbell effect. Oh yeah, let's get, first of all, we're gonna get this, because that sounds awesome. Good dodge gives us a shield. Dope. Yes, purchase. Say less. And then getting this, which is going to give us, when you have a shield, which we have a shield, attack trigger frost spell effect, dealing damage equal to 500% of your attack. I would have a crazy attack, I don't think, but yes. Say less again. I know I'm telling you not to talk so much. I'm sorry. When shield disappears, 50 HP is restored. This can be triggered once every 50 seconds. That one sounds actually great when I use that one. When HP is 100%, all basic attacks will trigger Shatter Effect, dealing damage equal to that much of your percent. Maybe? I will go with this one. It's also cheap. Not too expensive. I don't know if we have another thing after this, so maybe we should just go balls out. We could just pop off. When HP is 100%, I don't know if I have HP 100%. That's a little gaudy. Echo skill, critical damage, nah. Outro skill, yeah, I guess the only one that we have is when shield disappears. We might be able to get both of these. When shield disappears, we get some HP. That'll heal us up. And then when we heal up, we'll basically have hopefully 100% more attack. And that 100% attack will cause shatter and all that stuff. Good stuff. Yeah. That wasn't a proper execution of what we said, but synthwave, baby. Synthwave, Lord. First of all, I've seen so much stuff about Elden Ring, man. Elden Ring's new DLC, apparently brutal. People be out here being like, it's a problem. It is one of them kind of problems. Woo! Somehow I dodged. I don't feel like that was a fair game, but hey, we'll do one of these. Get that. Do one of these. Hopefully I can see the person and he's not a million miles away because sometimes he does that. Woo! Oh, I'm getting lit up. I gotta be more careful. The build is kind of about
Break.
being getting hits multiple. God, he's running from me, you fucking bastard! Whoa.
Tell truth.
Oh, I gotta get out of here. I'm so stupid by staying in the death field for so long.
Settled.
Lotus
Bitch.
Parade.
Buried. This.
Wind Rider.
Bet I can't break that shield of his. We have like so much shield, it's wild. You want to bring some enemies up here?
Finale.
Ooh, he threw his bike at me. That son of a bitch.
Life is
I don't know why I did that. I didn't need that. God damn it.
Wind Rider.
Parry that. He's still fucking popping off. I dodge, I get shield. That dodge on shield get is wild. That's like you get like 100 shield on nowhere. That is, yeah, it's so fun when you get the right stack. I will say, yeah, I didn't really get it until now. That's such a fun. I heard Fluff introduced me to this VTuber who's like a bat. VTuber, you should say. But she was talking about, she was giving like a cool review of the game basically. And one thing she said was how fun this is. And I get it was fun, but I never tried making something that was so unconventional for what we normally do. Like this guy is supposed to be a charge-based Animo user that does like CC. And we just were like, yeah, what if we just maxed out attack? Just a basic attack. Because he technically does attack very quickly, especially with his ult. Like it hits multiple times. So we're able to build up that critical rate and critical stacking like crazy. That's why enemies' health bars just go bye after we hit them a couple times. That's right, baby. I don't know how you not get S rank. I don't know how that. Yeah, weird. I don't know. Yeah, it's speed. We're taking our time. I left like twice. So I can't be speed. But yes. Nice. Nice. But yeah, man, what do you call it? The Elden Ring DLC. Let's recap before I get to it in the weeds. There were guides explaining that with the given union level rank, so 30% is plush when you can start farming Tacit Fields, since that's when you should have 5-star echoes. Also, figure will save it for Saturday, but I sent you my top 7 V2. Yes, I know. I've seen Fluff. I've seen. I can't wait. Yeah, I appreciate that, by the way. My Discord was pinging that night, and I was like, I feel like Fluff's still adding to the list. Fluff says, I tried to keep it to a 1 VTuber per group, or yeah, you could just want pop. We could have went crazy too. You could have done like 20, and we could have done 4 then, 5 here, etc. Spread it out a little bit. That'd be fun. But yeah, you didn't have to hold back as much if you didn't want to. I think it's fun just having a little moment where we can. I really enjoy like formats where like we have like for instance the ideal. Oh fuck! I should have bought that. I forgot. I should. Oh fuck! Shit! I forgot I wanted to buy one more thing from the fucking Amazon package I ordered today. It was basically like a wireless touchpad, so I could like when I'm sitting on my chair, I could actually use my mouse. Anyways, but like I would like to have formats with our Saturday streams where like we have one moment where we're looking at memes maybe, and then another moment where we're talking about like a news article that came out, and then another moment where we're looking at stupid, awesome VTuber designs, better for worse, all that stuff. I tried to keep a VTuber branch and a couple honorable mentions from the Hollow Star mail branch. Yeah, that'd be awesome to see. And sent a promo art for Hollow Justice and the 4-girl debut this week. Nice! Lana says, weapons to, Genshi's weapon for sure. Still on the fence about you. Really? After they buffed the critical damage, am I not seeing something, Lone? Because based on the buff you told me about, that sounds pretty... is it just because she's not necessarily meant to be like a DPS queen? As much as Genshi might be? Is that why? Or is it like it still doesn't sound as cracked, but it sounds pretty cracked to me. Getting 40% or something critical damage on top of just a bonus 12% critical rate, which is not nothing. And then also I think there's like another stacking mechanic with like the more you activate your E, the more you increase your attack percent. Also, Nintendo Direct was the other day. The Marvel The Mayville's back, baby? What's that? What's Mayville? What's that? As Capcom has announced the second entry of their fighting collection, gotcha, fighting game. This time, it's all about Marvel vs. Capcom and the associated title. Ooh, that'd be fun. That's a cool crossover. MVC2 is finally free. Okay. But it says, wasn't Marvel vs. Capcom crazy when it comes to combos? Yep. But it also has one of the biggest fighting game rosters. Weird that Nintendo is doing that. I guess that makes sense. I think it's at 56 in total. Shit. Bloody says, like one of those games where you can literally unplug your controller. Yeah, you're like, I got hit once. I'm fucked. I'm just dead. That's brutal. Lord says, Elden Ring Shadow of the Eltree is most talked about and hated. And haters getting roasted. Elden Ring Shadow of the Eltree is most downloaded. And the rate is 95. What does that mean, Boat Lord? But the big purchase for the Dreamcast is also going to have a physical edition so that they can't take away again. It's a collection of 7 Marvel-based Capcom games. Hex Juice is pretty great. She adores Wuthering. Yeah. And she's self-proclaimed Genshin hater, but she's still playing HSR. Yeah. A lot of people like Honkai Star Rail. Lone says, I watched a video about Wuthering Waves and it was fun. A video about what your main says about it. Yeah, those are always videos that are like such a popular theme stuff, which is like, it's definitely for like a little like memer, but also like people who know data analytics really well. Because there's like that. I've seen that in Destiny, like what your Titan means about you and all these things. There are always those weird things, which is good, by the way. Like they're always fun videos. I find them a little hard to watch because it's kind of like, that's so me. And I want to kill myself. So yeah, just my self-hatred aspect of myself. I can't watch it properly. Fluff says she's sponsored by GamerSubs, so I'm looking forward to see. Yeah, that'd be amazing. I bet her collabs go back. The bad thing is an interesting VTuber thing. I don't know. It's just a little... I'm not sure if I get that one, to be fair. Like, it's like, oh, I get the dragon thing. I get, like, all these kind of weird... Like, you can really have fun with it. I mean, granted, I wouldn't have thought you could have fun with a mouse, but, like, that's fucking bullshit. It's like a demon thing, predominantly. You just drop the mouse thing almost instantly. Lone says, it's not that, Grin. It's all about my wallet because it does have a limit. Yeah, but it's interesting. I guess it makes sense because, yeah, I think if you're, like, talking about a finite wallet, I feel like the only one who doesn't have that sense is Raid. Which we love him to death for, but Jesus Christ. Yeah, I feel like it makes sense if you're talking about how you don't want to pay for both of them. That you'd go with the one that kind of probably the build defining for the DPS light user. MC Fighter collection is released into that. Just got the first dibs to announce it through Nintendo. Gotcha, that makes more sense. Okay. Sweet 5-star with attack percent for Glacial forecast. Nice. Lord says the Metascore on Shadow of Eltree is 90. Oh yeah. Okay, I bet. Is it Eltree already out? Oh, I didn't know that. Fuck. Shit. I didn't know Shadow of the Eltree is out. Yeah, I heard everyone say that like it's one of the biggest DLCs in like DLC history, as far as like I think like the previous record holder. Is the Witcher taking the wine DLC, whatever it's called. That was apparently the next biggest one. But apparently this one is even bigger, which is crazy. I will say, I don't know, because if it's already out, then I've kind of already missed the window of it. I do really want to play Elden Ring, but to me, as much as like, I own Elden Ring, I'm good, and I'll pay for the DLC for sure. But to me, I kind of get more excited by the prospect of the mods I've seen for the game. So like, it's not that I don't want to get into the DLC and have like a fun time just like dying 1,000 times with you guys, for sure. That'd be great. But to me, it's one of those games where like, I feel like I could get to that game a year from now, play through the DLC, also play through the DLC, hopefully with some like modded, like again, I seen this mod that made me just like my mouth water. It looks so fucking sick. It was like a mod that injected like martial art powers, and it broke the game a little bit, but it just looked like such a funner way to play, and it just, the mods for that game make it so that any possible outcome that you want exists. Like, you want to be a summoner or something, you can. If you want to have like a much better faith scaling build, you can. If you want to be like a martial artist, you fucking can. You want to be a werewolf, I bet that exists at some capacity. Like, you can just go and go and go. So I can't wait. So that, to me, that's my whole thing of like, we're kind of juggling too much right now with Withering Waves and Destiny. Not too much. It's more like the three things of like VR, Destiny, and Withering Waves. More or less, it's just Withering Waves and VR, really. Destiny's kind of just there as a fun aside, which I still think we'll keep as like a current thing within our stream community. But yeah. But I also would like for you guys, I don't think these stream for, I don't know what you guys felt. I always got to stop getting, I got to sometimes get out of my own head. But I perceived, and this could be wrong, I don't know if it is, I perceived that the Blade and Sorcery stream was not ideal. I didn't think it was, I just felt from you guys it wasn't exactly the most exciting and fun thing. I feel like you guys dug the Bone Lab stream where I had like things for us to do. We had monster review, we got goofy, we got silly. It was fun. With the Blade and Sorcery stream we did, I feel like I didn't do a good job about like, well, first of all, there's certain things that like just aren't good. Well, first of all, I kept breaking, so I can't, like, what can we do? I gotta make sure that it's stable before we stream it again. But with the new capture card coming, with the less delay, with the better quality of the look of it, it should take even less power for it to run, so my PC should even have more bandwidth to do stuff and observe stuff. And ideally, I'll have fixed the stuttery problem so that we can just keep making great pace as we play through the campaign. That stream should be better. So I think we're going to stream on Sunday Blade and Sorcery again. Hopefully I can kind of redeem it, because I did feel like I kind of dropped the ball as far as like how fun that should be to look at, I guess. But yeah. Also, I thought there was one back here that looked kind of nice. Oh, can you not choose ones that... Okay. Restore 7% of your health when you enter a new memory zone. That's kind of nice. Increase your HP and depth of that. 5% of that HP every 2 seconds for 10 seconds after casting Liberation. Yes, that's huge. Hell yeah. Do I have more points? I do. Dealing damage increased 20% of the depth of illusion. HP increase or damage. Let's go damage. We're a damage hole right now. Alright. A little much, I'll be honest. Probably didn't need to go that far. But hey. Also, I don't know if I can buy anything here yet. I do know a lot of people are telling me that this is one of the ways you can actually buy. I think it's this. Oh, actually, I can buy this. Should I buy this? Was this one of those things that now that I've unlocked 5-star like legendaries, this is kind of pointless? These two things. This is more of a get it early so that you can have an advantage, aka have a legendary weapon or whatever, artifact, echo, sorry, and then take it in the forward. I went ahead and snagged it through Shadow of the Eltree launch tomorrow. Oh, wow. Oh, it launches tomorrow. Okay. I went ahead and snagged it through a GD. What is it? 12%? What would be the cost of it then? Fluff? Steam players got it early, even with a big name. Oh, okay. There's not a big dealer to pre-order. You just get it. You just get an emo. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'd suggest waiting for some of the mods to be updated to work through the DLC. Yeah. I also, like, to me, it's one of those things where I adore Elden Ring a lot. I can't wait. And to me, it's one of those things where, like, when you're busy, I do think, like, if I don't keep up with Destiny, covering the events and doing streams of them, I think that'll be less fun to watch. Because the events are what make things like, here's this new thing, here's this new weapon, here's this new objective. That's what keeps it fun, at least, I think, for people. I also think it's just Destiny's a fun game to look when people play it, because it's a very satisfying game, at least some of the builds. Like when you're, like the arrow gameplay, I think when I go back and I see the streams, I see how the audio was just in case something's off. I see like the arrow gameplay is kind of fun to watch and stuff like that. And ability spammy stuff is also fun to watch. But yeah, I feel like with Elden Ring, I feel like we could play that 5 months from now, and if we just added a mod to it, I think that would be exciting enough to warrant it being like, oh, I'll check this out. Whereas I don't know if you could say the same thing about Destiny 2. Like, I don't know if you could go back and play Destiny 2 content that's like 4 months old, and people to be like, yeah, I'll specifically watch you for that. It's just not the thing, you know? So as far as what we should prioritize right now, probably those two things. But I can't wait to get updates on Lord, who's playing through it. I wonder how brutal it's going to be. Lord, you'll have to keep up to base, keep us up to date. Also, this is going to be the last update for Elden Ring as far as DLC goes. So after that, the modders will be able to just update everything and keep everything. They won't ever update a patch that breaks everything again, I don't think. Martial arts was also officially added in as one of the 8th new weapon types via the DLC. That's awesome. I don't know if it was going to be as cracked as the modded, because the modded is pretty fucking nuts. The modded one is like you doing fucking massive high kicks with fire spewing out of everything, and also you like doing like airbending abilities where you're like airbending fireballs towards your enemy and like wrecking them. Love says, personally, I just don't have a lot of resonance with VR games thus far, so I can only appreciate so much. Yeah. You know, I get that. Those echoes are huge. Malleable echoes are very much worth it. These ones? Oh! Okay, which one should I buy if my team is based around Encore? Okay, so is there a difference between echoes and then malleable echoes? Is that like end game stat thing that's crazy? As it gives you a specific choice, you should get the. Okay, so what should I buy? I need you guys to come out of the woodworks. My people, my Withering Waves people. What should I do now? Because I'll buy this now. I have enough points for both. What do I buy? What do I choose, I should say, when I grab it? I recommend at least one of these astrites. Yeah, I'll probably buy everything, unless you can. I think you can. You just gotta grind this little event a little more. I'm not sure what it'd be in Canadian, but it's around 30. Yeah, it's probably $40. Probably $41, something like that. Yeah. Again, it's also nice bits. I probably won't drop in price, but yeah, I'll cross that bridge when it comes to it. I think it's one of the surprising stats out there, where like every one of FromSoft's games has like never dropped in price, not by like more than more than like $10. So if it's a $6 game, you're only getting it for $50, just because the games are so beloved, and it's usually like considered a really good buy. But no one gives FromSoft any shit for it, which as they shouldn't. I mean, if you're making quality games consistently, I think people are like, yeah, I'll pay full price, or more or less full price. Malleable are premium selectors. You have enough for the echoes and the 100 Astrid. Oh, okay. I'm so bad, man. Again, I hope it makes me feel real dumb, if I'm honest. Like, just talking about my insecurity a little bit. I'm like, it's gotten worse ever since I started learning more about YouTube, where there's just so much shit you have to learn and manage in your head. My brain just like needs to get rid of shit. Like it's gotten much worse recently. The names. To the point where like it's genuinely concerning a little bit of like, am I starting to go a little like my brain's starting to get really goopy? But yeah, I might like to me, and I think it's less about that, and it's more about my brain's just desire to want to keep like it instead of saying Astrids, my brain is like, we've always called this Primo Gems. Why would it means the same thing? Why would you ever call this something different? Like, this is just, it's just like it's like calling like $1 what do you call it, a United States dollar, what do you call it, a peso. Like, it's like all that. I'm just gonna remember dollar. I don't need everyone to remember all these other things. It's like the way my brain makes sense of it, which is not right, by the way. It's just, it's so bad in this game. I've never seen it this bad where like I've looked at the names thousands of times. I've even tried to say them thousands of times. My brain is just like, Dragon Girl, Phoenix Girl, and it's I don't know why. It's never been this bad. It's bad. It's bad. Lord said, okay, tomorrow I'll be getting a copy and grinding it. Let me know. Keep us up to date on the grind. We'll be playing Destiny. I can't wait to hear updates, because I bet that some of those bosses are just nuts. It's terminology overload. Yeah, I also think it's just me. I think the way I learned when I was a kid is very flawed, but I think it's because I just had rampant dyslexia and no one knew how to teach me if somebody had that. So the only way that I was able to read properly is by me filling in the gaps that I didn't know what it said. So instead of reading a sentence word by word, I'd read the first word, I'd somehow miss the second word, and then I'd listen to myself as I'm saying it, and I'd have to go back and before I spoke the word, I'd have to make the sentence make sense. So oftentimes the teachers would be like, you got it right, but that's not what it says, like verbatim. You kind of like, and again, I was like, I don't know what to do. Like, I can't see the word normally. Like, I've read this 3 times. It's not working. So I think in that has mutated into this weird idea of like, I'll just fill in the gap, which kind of works, but also leaves people frustrated as hell with me because they're like, you're not saying the right thing. Why is it so hard for you? And I'm like, I don't know. Why do I have my hands fucking lopped off? What's going on with that either? As we're born weirdly fucked up. Okay. Okay, so do I just pick any of these and then it will just send it to me? Like, it'll just send me whichever one I want to choose? And will you guys help me choose which one is best? Because if these are these just bog standard boss things? Okay. Bolty says they are 3 cost echoes with correct elemental damage rolls each. As for example, you can choose fusion set with the correct fusion elemental damage main stat. Also, Fluff says plenty of others still use gadget terminology referring to other gacha games. Lord says the bosses are crazy. Yeah, I can't wait to see. There's gonna be some awesome videos of people just dunking on those. Share this, by the way. If you see something like crazy, fucking weird, obscure build, or even just good build, just nuke those bosses. Love says, I do the same, but probably not to the same severance as someone with... Yeah. I mean, I shouldn't say they always just gave me the annoying, like, you have a learning disability. And I think it's just like a really blanketed way of saying, like, we don't know how to help you. You're clearly not learning the same way everyone else does. Go into a class with a bunch of people who have either have zero ambition to learn or have genuinely something that's debilitating to the extent in which they just, like, almost could, like, never learn. Like, it's something super big. Fluff says, yeah, I'll get them as redeemable so you don't have to choose immediately. So you don't have to choose. Okay, so I can hit go. Okay. And I can buy the other one. And I can buy the asteroids. What's the difference between this one and this one? Doesn't look like there is any. Weird. Got it. All right, so how do I choose that? Let's do this now. Just so, because I have you guys here right now, you'll be my little, devil on my shoulder or kind, benevolent God on my shoulder. I guess, do I go my inventory? Backpack. Find the shard, Mr. Man thing. Nope, that's not right. Where is it located? Lord says, folks who judge the disabilities are a bunch of sicko. Yeah, I get it. To me, I don't know. It's tough because, how do I put this properly? I guess I've never really I don't think anyone with a disability, at least maybe with my upbringing or whatever you want, but like, it sounds maybe not right, but like, I don't ever want to be I don't want to think about myself having a disability, you know? Like, I'd rather not have that. I'd rather like, my parents tell me, but it's like everyone has to climb the same hill. Some people have a harder time with it, but it doesn't behoove you always to like moan about the fact that you maybe have like a hindrance on you. And it sucks because when I say like I don't want to think of myself in this way of having this debility, because in my head I'm just like, all I have to do is work hard enough to circumnavigate that debility to some extent. So that I'm normal or that I have equal to you in some way. Because again, it's not about like climbing the hill in a very specific way. You just have to climb the hill. You just have to get over the goddamn hump, you know? So that's kind of where I'm at. Bodhi says, I gotta say, Grin, sometimes my brain just doesn't want to read too, but it's not dyslexia for sure. Yeah, that's, well, again, that's the funniest thing though, Bodhi. Like, I read tons and tons of manhwa. Like, tons of manhwa, and I think it's because it's broken into, like, small blocks that, like, this isn't exactly the problem. The issue for me has always been stuff like this, where, like, it's just, and this is even better because it's broken up into, like, chunks, but normally it's like this. When it gets to this is fine, but the minute I start reading here, my brain will start, like, reading this, and I'll jump to, like, here, or I'll jump to, like, here. And I'll be reading this, and as soon as I get here, I'll lose my place and I'll jump up. No, not that. God damn it. I'll move up here. Like, that's the weird jumpiness that my brain has. I don't know what that means. I don't know if it's something else, but that's my issue, is when there's so much data in top of itself, my eyes almost get blurry, and I can't see where I'm going. But I love reading. It's the funniest thing. But yeah, you sleep deprived. Yeah, you being fucked up and like mentally not sound, like you like tired of any kind, or like hungry or starved or dehydrated, all play a part in your mental state for sure. Also, Fluff said bottom left. Thank you, Fluff. Get away from me, vibey and woman person art. Why? Like what? There. All right. Why do I have 2 of these? What happened? What has happened? Also, what is this? Weapon supply chest. Oh. Fuck. What should I pick from that one? I don't know. Anyways. Okay. So, what do I do? I feel like I'm overcomplicating this. I just don't want to fuck it up. Open the claim 5-star elite list of echoes. Freeze, Frost set, Glacio, Havoc. Do I just hit use and it'll just run through? You got one from the event rewards. Oh, okay. So it says specifically. Okay, so it says. Open to claim a 5-star elite class. List of echoes. Freeze set. Glacio set. Molten Rift set. Fusion Havoc damage. Void Thunder set. All these sets on sets. Havoc sets. All that. So I just hit use. And now I can pick one that I want. So we want. Boti, I need your help here. What? I see. What would be good for my other characters? Because none of these will help. Let me cancel. Let me cancel. I feel like I'm not. Let me look at the other one. Is the other one like? Oh, okay. Oh no, I'm okay. Oh, okay. That makes more sense. I thought I'm looking for like held the fire guy. It's just saying that this is going to be on brand for the one thing I want. All right. So I want fire one. So how do I make it so that it'll be fire? Havoc Dream Main. Oh, I guess I got to click this. No, I'm so sketched out. Oh, view. There we go. Okay, that's good. Okay. So that guy will be Animo buffing. So for Encore, Fluff says, okay, wait a sec. I'm not touching anything. I'm not touching anything. No. What happened? I'm waiting, Bolty. So for Havoc, Dream Main is a fusion set 1. Got it. It says what they are in the description. But yeah. To me, I just like, for instance, when I look at that monkey guy, I know he buffs Animo, but I don't know if it describes him buffing Animo. Bolty about to set Grin up. You see you have 2 different ones. Yeah, I have these 2 ones. Do they describe fusion damage? Yeah, I should just read this. I don't know. Yeah, so okay. Oh, okay. So it tells you Molten Fire set is the Havoc Dream Main, and that does fusion damage. Okay. So that's kind of a pain in my ass. So I gotta like look at these. Oh, no, I have to like look at them before I even choose them. That's even more of a pain in the ass. Okay, so for out of the list, I need Molten Rift set. Havoc Dream Main is fusion damage. So we're gonna go with the. Is that the only fusion damage? Animo damage, Electro damage. Yeah. Okay, so we need the Dream Main for this one. Dream Main. Is this correct? Double check. Kind of a pain in the ass that they don't let you like look at them. They don't let you like view it, but I don't think it says. No, it doesn't. Yeah. So if so for the one you have I got why Bolty was like wait because you're picking the one that he suggested on the wrong set. I got you. Correct. Okay, good. Just want to double check. What? Oh yeah. Let's see. Good stuff. So we got that. Let's equip that before I get too ahead of myself. I feel like I'm going very slowly, but I'm sick. I'm not healthy. What do I want to replace? What is the least good out of my lot? It's a tier 3. Heh. These are just garbage ones I have. So that one's HP, that one's HP, because I just needed to fill it up just so I could basically get the molten fusion damage bonus. Fusion damage, havoc damage. That one I could change, because that's havoc damage. And this one is, in fact, fusion damage. Let's go! Okay, I get it. Transform into a havoc thing, and you do havoc. It's so weird. So weird that it's like fire, but it's havoc. I realize the echo grind now is starting to look more painful. What do we have with this? Ooh, animal damage. That's actually not the word. It could be bad. It's kind of a support set, so it's not great. Another, we got animal and electro. Weird, popping off with that. Let us level it up, cause might as well. Oh, I didn't know that also appeared. That was your level up stuff. Is that the max one? No, I don't think we want that much. Just remove. Chill out. Relax. Let's level it up to, let's get 2 stats. There we go, we got 2 stats. Level it up that much. Let's tune it. Tune. However much you want. Oh, I actually don't have much because that stupid thing. Tune. Pain! That's the other one. It's not the worst for her. It's not great, but I will call it. I'm good. That's 10% though. I wonder how much the barometer is. All right, well, pain, suffering aside. Oh, we got a little more fusion damage. Actually, that one probably is worth leveling up just on the pure fact that it is fusion based. So, regardless, probably worth leveling that actually. Even though it doesn't have the best stat, yeah, it'll just increase my overall damage. Might as well fully send it. Unless y'all disagree. Don't level the Echo yet. Oh, and it costs more. Okay, I didn't waste too much. Okay, that makes sense, right? Because in 1.0, I can kill stuff still, so it's not the nightmare. Yeah. All right. Tank encore. Let's go. Volty, I don't know whether to be mad or happy with you. Okay, I love the positivity at the same time. Fuck you. Okay, let's go to backpack. Let's do the other ones. I'll have to check which one the thing is. Okay. What more fusions? So we want to get the, for this one, we want to get the Viridi Blaze? Surin? Okay, Viridi Blaze. I'm not saying that right, I know. Never mind. What is this? What is it? Verd? Oh, does it have a space in it? Verd? I always see Volt. There's none of that. What it described is not there. Verd Blaze Sarin. This one's a Sarin. Is it just Sarin? It's the lizard. The wrong one. It's the, yeah, what the heck? That's not what it described at all. What? Is it this one? Just double check. Double check again. Yeah, okay, this one is, okay. Let's just spend it on both on them, because why not? More fire ones. Again, we're gonna have a fire character, hopefully, in the future too, so it won't be a bust. Let's see. How bad or good is it? This one is also fusion based, but it's also not legendary, so we theoretically could do better. Where are you? There you are. So I shouldn't level these up, right? Because in 1.1, they're gonna get, it's gonna get cheaper, all that stuff. Yes. We will do that. What about this one? Same thing. I don't know why I thought it'd be different. Stupid analogy. Let's go with this guy. I'll slap those on him, even though kind of weird in general. Yeah. We'll do that. Oh, I hate this. I hate that when it does this to you. Just remove all the crap I got on him. That one. now we can finally put on... Why'd I go to the bottom? There. And was this one? Animo damage. Why? This one was fire-based. Is that right? You can have 2 perks that are fusion damage? That makes things weird. That's not like Genshin, where like only 2 items can be fusion based. Oh, maybe it's only like 3 stars. Ah, probably that's curious. Probably like 3 stars can be fusion based, and probably critical damage. I can see that being the competition, and this can only be attack percent and HP. Is that right? Plus, there's a master look. Sulfur. Sauron's someone's ZD pod. You lock them, but don't level them. Oh, I see. Yeah, lock them is a good idea. Now, yeah, that's a good habit to get in the habit of, to basically lock your gear. So it's because beforehand I was pointless doing this because I am. It's locked. Okay, good. Yeah, because I wasn't in the race. That is endgame race, you know. But now, in some small capacity, I am. Good stuff. Wait, no. Why lock that? God, no, unlock that. No, this. Okay. There, okay, I can just do that. Good. Alright, let's do our dailies and shit. They're just overall grind. And grind that out and be good. Start with our dailies. Echo collected. Craft. Supply. Use supplies. I guess we'll use supplies. Heal. Use some of the food I guess I made. Ba 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 ba. Bang. Look at stuff. What should I spend my? So this is the only thing. Can you guys help me with this one? Because this is like a genuine problem I'm kind of stuck with right now. I don't know what to spend my resin on. Essentially, I think a good rule of thumb, just with like how much leveling echoes is going to be a thing. Yeah, I just don't know what to level my thing up to next. Yeah, I haven't reached the next world tier yet, so like I keep going back and forth in my head. I'm like, I just keep pumping, and thank God they updated that thing, by the way. I just kept pumping my Tacid Discord things. Is it this? Yeah, it's whatever gives you this currency right here. I just kept pumping the ever-living shit out of this, and thankfully I finally got access to it, essentially. I have like tons of purple, of this. So thank God we can actually convert it upwards. Also, I don't know what this is. Does anyone know what this is? Huh. Open to obtain a random echo of the following sun effect set Molten Rift. So every time I do this, does it give me a Molten Rift set? Or a fire set, I guess? So any beast echo, but a fire set? Oh, for Morty, I'd highly recommend energy. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. I'm enjoying the one girl though right now, especially for Encore. As much as I like Morty, Mortify I don't find nearly as good as the one character. Mainly probably because his power lies within upgrading his skill, and the other character just gives Encore 35% attack. So maybe that's why. It's because I haven't invested as much as I should have in Morty. It's also because I'm waiting for to get my world level up a little more. I recommend by filtering by fire set. Yeah. 3 echoes can have a damage element. 1 costs are only attack percent or defense or HP. Oh, attack percent's kind of nice. 3 costs are elemental damage, and then 4 costs are attack, critical, and heal. Oh, weird. It'll be crit. Oh, I see that. Oh, I start to see why like the 3% works. Yeah, because each of them are relegated to their own specific bonus. I see. Since you're level 30% and the data bank is 15, I recommend Tacid Fields. Oh, because I've been doing right. So I've been just dumping all my resin into this. So hopefully I'm doing okay. I do have to probably grind my bosses again. I just kind of have all the boss material I need. I mean all of it. I should say I don't probably have all of it. Also, I shouldn't have went. That was exactly what I wanted because it's HP and that's both my support characters and my fire sets. That's what we want. plus there's an event for doubling the tacit field. Oh, there is? Oh yeah, that's with the 3% right there. Perfect. That's saying it can be a fusion set echo. It's an echo of that set. Okay, yeah. So there's bosses that you fight for like the 3%, but you're saying that is basically the molten set. So basically this, again, man, I wish someone, I watch videos, man. I typed up like guides on Withering Waves. The most viewed ones don't go into this shit. It's just like, oh, the fucking random shit that every guy talks about. But they don't tell you about that, which I really would like to. I think it makes more sense when you think about it. But basically, you're mainly going for bosses for getting the number associated with the boss, which is like a four cost boss, which has usually a powerful effect associated with it. But when you're trying to get the elemental bonuses or synergies, I shouldn't say elemental because it's just like the 4 out of 4 or the 5 out of 5 bonuses, those are associated with just the thousands of echoes that can summon with that molten or elemental 5 out of 5 set on it. So when you're farming these are basically filling up that specific regimen. If you want healing or the health thing, which you probably do, boom. If you want the fire, boom, this one as well. That makes much more sense. But it'd be helpful if someone broke it up into 2 steps about like, okay, there's like 2 paths. One is the path for your high cost, which have all these bonuses associated with it, which are worth doing, farming bosses, all that stuff. But then the other half of that is about but finding like the specific set that you need with the element associated with the elemental like random node associated with it that can give you said bonus. In this case, it'd be fire and HP, which is valuable. And that's a separate thing because it's not the same as the core echo ability, but instead it's the passive effect of having all of the little fire nodes that feed into the scaling, usually scaling of whatever that is. That makes a much more sense, but no one broke it down like that for me, and it makes sense of like, okay, now that you know that's a system, here's what you would hunt for. If you want to get stronger, you need to go and do this. I always just thought this was, people just said do this because it's gonna, I think it's because people make guides for people who are like day one, where they're like, they don't want to overwhelm them, but to me, man, I'd rather know what the hell it's almost like when people say like, oh, I got a good right way for you to lose weight, drink only juice. And some people like that. Some people like, oh, only eat meat, only eat vegetables. That's a good way to lose calories, all that stuff. But to me, I'd always rather be the person who explains like the reason and the logic behind why we're doing what we're doing, essentially, the why we're building to a certain end. So in this context, it'd be like, oh, I want to know about the fact that this is the end state, so that's why we're adjusting to get to this end state. When you eventually have a good 4-star, move over to this. Frankly, this is probably the best thing to do all the time rather than farming bosses, because you're eventually going to reach the cap of bosses that are not spawning, or that you can't level up your character anymore until you level up your world level. So bosses have like an innate cap on them, whereas this, you're always going to be spending your currency to level up artifacts anyway. And that's something you can do all the time. I didn't really see a video or a guy like that. Maybe I wasn't looking hard enough, but I kept checking the things. Maybe it's the most successful ones are the most plain almost always, but who knows. Tacit Fields has 2 echo sets types that can drop. Mortify buffs heavy damage attacks, so he's not necessarily good for the character. I don't rely on those. So if you're not using heavy attacks on Encore, Mortify isn't ideal for her support. Yeah. But he is pretty much a support. White Clouds. Yeah, for sure. Having the buff. I had him on that, I think. Buff says, bosses are also guaranteed to be the correct set. The Bell Turtle is is always going to be the heal set. Yeah. So it's easier to do 4-4-1-1-1 build if you have 2 unique 4-cost bosses for that set.
Encore spent a long time on this.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Have a bite?
Fluff says, and also bosses have no cap on you farming them, right? Like they don't stop spawning. Whereas as much as it's crazy, but the lower level ones will eventually spawn or reach their cap of spawning in the world. But they're not always guaranteed to be on the right element set, like you're saying. And that's why people always say farm the energy cost set, because regardless of whatever you pick, it's just the safest bet. Are you going to sleep, Bolty? Oh no, it's Wooly time. Which right now is the Havoc and Electro set. So it's easier to do the thing, which is it's easy the Havoc and Electro set. Yeah, the Havoc set I was surprised by. Or is it the Havoc or is it the other one? There's another artifact set that's like the like Abomination or whatever one, which I was shocked at how good that one is. Apparently people saying like on a base the Echo cost is just so good as far as damage is concerned. And I thought, oh wow, I would not have thought.
So much fun.
Yeah, now with that fire set, we're doing like 2,000 damage on the one hit, which is awesome. Fantastic. And now we're finally like cooking. This feels much better with that fusion set. I did not know how godly that fusion set can be. And again, it's probably not crazy, but for me, it's pretty crazy. Bang. And we'll set up our new bonus after we kill this guy. I'll use you, which is probably a little waste because we actually hit pretty hard with that one. We'll do this. We'll do this.
Stay behind me.
Bucket this, and I guess why not that? And then this.
Here we go again.
Honestly, everything will be dead by the time we're done popping off. So we'll just kill with that. Where's the other thing? Die! Yay! Finally, I'm starting to realize why people were like, Encore might be the best DPS in the game, even rivaling the the Electro teams I've seen. And I was like, right, sure, yeah, sure, okay, fine. But now it makes more sense. Again, I was kind of holding off on like the building stuff because I was worried. Because I was like, am I doing it? Like, should I do it now or later? Or is this most efficient time to do the whole build stuff? Who knows? Who knows?
Engrave.
Here
All right,
comes
let's use up
Encore.
the one ability. Let's use
This
this.
is so much fun.
Get your AoE damage going. I'll kill y'all too quick like this. What? I'll kill y'all too real quick is what I meant to say.
Alone.
All right, now we'll really get her intro skill back faster. We'll do this. We'll do this.
it to me.
Shouldn't have used that. I forgot we only can use one of them. That's a big. Oh no, we can use multiple. Both.
Stay behind me.
All right, now we can pop off.
Into Wooly's belly you go.
Oh! I know you guys are probably like, Grin, this is baby damage, but for me, it's been like doing 200 damage per hit. This is nice. This is nice. So now we're doing like 1,000, 300. Yeah, I didn't even think about that, Fluff. I just see Encore and Klee. To me, Klee is like the much better, or Encore is the much better Klee. Like, much better. Oh, fuck, we're finally starting to... Oh, that's so good, also. Oh, I kind of get why that's... Oh. Yeah. So if you were like, hey, I really hate, like, bloody murder, having to farm all this bullshit, you could just do some Tacit Fields and have them in the loot pool, and then you could pop off. Well, shit.
Wooly, let's race.
Well, shit. We'll just spew this out real quick. Also, we get this going because it's going to be on cooldown anyway. And then we'll switch over to you. Up her damage. Do this. Do this. Forgot using this. Might as well. Okay, she's dead. That again. Bang. And now we're back.
You're it.
Stop throwing your weird shit at me. We'll do this. This. I should have finished that off. I didn't know why I stopped.
Here comes Encore.
Stop focusing on the random bastard behind you. Dodge. This. Come here. Oh, I thought, yeah.
This is so much fun.
I've kind of turned around on the, also, I forgot. We're not doing optimal damage because we haven't been using the one person. Damn me. Why am I like this? I haven't been using my, I forgot the alt set. The melee, the Blazed Rider, is that right? The Blazed Rider set, when you activate this last combo, you amplify all your fire damage. Ah! How much moolah? Ooh, we got another wolf. Is this what it's like, man? I feel like we're getting a lot of legendaries. This is awesome. This is awesome. No, I don't do that. What is the resin situation looking? I'm the worst at this. We have one more run we can do. Let's just spend it on this. Lone says, look at that damage. It's good for me. I'm not sure it's good for everybody else, but it's good for me. Oh, my body. Oh, my fucking limbs. Oh, I hurt everywhere. Lesser rock. Another go time. This. I don't know if I need to hit someone with that, so that made a big whiff. Also, I still don't know what her ult does. I think it just heals, but I heard someone say that it locks down enemies, which I thought that's kind of nice. I don't know if it actually does that to like an effect that makes it good. Also, I will say the the bear has one of the cooler combos. As much as I do like the I find I enjoy the, well, I guess that's kind of a tricky thing. I hope eventually there'll be a support set that is very much similar to this set right here, where you can activate it and then switch off a character almost immediately, and it'll persist in the world space for like a long time. I hope there's a support set that's like that, because I don't think that a lot of support sets I think they're like you have to sit with them a lot. I guess we're doing this now. Oh goddamn! Usually Encore has a lot of interrupted resistance. Again, probably a bad habit to get in the habit of leaning a lot on, but hey, what can you do?
Willie, let's
Do one
race.
of these.
Stay
This,
behind me.
this,
Roll for me.
this.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
and then.
No one picks on Encore's friends.
Was that the last? Shit! It was! I just wish Jane Ixon's shield was co-op. Is that the one character? Is that? Let me see. Let me see that. I feel like that's the one character Lone likes a lot. We got so much for just doing that. This is this character? Is it the one that the big booba? No, it's different. Who's that? Who's that? Jane Ixon. Who is that? I guess I don't have them. Oh, is the Animal Monk girl? Oh yeah. I feel like I don't know. I heard people. I don't know. People were like kind of gassing her up too much, but people were like, she's S tier and all that stuff. And I'm like, I think she's good, but I think people like, I don't know. Maybe people weren't reaching, but I feel like people were like. Again, to me, it's in a game where every character seems viable. It still means there's like a hierarchy of like, yeah, but it's easier to make this character like work, like function in almost a lot of like, the areas of the gameplay. You know, like Encore being a slightly ranged is kind of nice. And, you know, this character basically you needing to do nothing. Like you don't even need to level her up at all. You can literally just switch to her, activate her E skill, switch to another character, and she's just giving you a ton of damage. That's kind of S tier in its own way, you know. Although I wonder what this character does. Like I don't know if her constellations make her even better. I'd hope so. I do think she has one of the coolest, like again, like the fact that you can use her like charge ability back to back like that and just like spam the shit out of it is so cool, and that everything plays into itself is really nice. I'm bad at timing this. There, but yeah. We got all that done. I got my echoes done. I think we did all of our checklists. The only thing I still want to see if I can manage. Yeah, I don't think well, we're at 48. Do you guys, how many days do we got? 6 days. Do you think I could get far enough to where it would warrant buying this? I have faith that we can get to 60. But what is past 60? Okay, no, I think we actually will buy the season pass. I feel like if I focus on these, I feel like we'll be able to make that actually work. Okay. I still have to do this. Sorry, I've blown the mic. It's a fucking gnat falling over me. But man, the one grind I don't know if I have it in me to do every day, which it's not bad. I just don't have time. Like I wish I had more time. It's the data bank thing to go over here. Oh, wait a minute. No way. Are you kidding me? That's so fucked up, dude. It took me so long to get to 14 to 15. I literally just got there. And within doing like a handful of tacit fields, bang, I'm at level 16. So I'd say yeah. What the fuck? That's crazy. And I know it's just because we just did tacit fields and we just got a ton of these characters. But that's crazy. It's totally weird, like doing a couple dailies just to burn these, like go to the other tacit things to give you the other berserker things. Because shit, I guess you could also just manually do it. It's not that bad to just like go and farm one of these and all that stuff. My union level I think is gonna be the thing that's starting to hold me back. She can viably be a build for main DPS, support, or healer. That's pretty wild. She also looks beautiful. Like she's just a fantastically designed character. You already have the minimum to get the weapon. Yeah, you know, no, I knew I got the weapon. It's not about the weapon. It's almost like about like, am I able to get the most value out of spending like the $20 or $30 that's going to be for this update? Like, so if I didn't get far enough down the line, I would be like, Yeah. Oh wait. Oh, I didn't realize that. I'm at 48, not 60. No, that's what it was. 60 was the percent in which we got most of the stuff. All this other stuff is just like fodder. 60% is where we actually get the main thing, the last big pooba, which I think we can get if I focus on doing my weeklies. I do my weeklies this week, and then next week we have all those weeklies too. I feel like I'll be able to get close to 60, hopefully. Yeah, I should make sure I do all my dailies though. Echoes. Let's kill something to get an echo. But I'm not sure if you guys see the same information that I got, which is basically you should farm wolves, bears, and giant. Oh no, it wasn't wolves. It was stone golems, these guys, and bears every day if possible. If they expect you to do it every day, all of them, that's wild. Fuck, I didn't mean that. And back up. She can viably be built for main DPS support healer. You already have enough of that. You need to be podcast level 30 to get the weapon. Yeah, no, it's less about that. But if I'm going to spend the money, I would like to get as much out of the battle pass as possible. And if I only got the weapon, it wouldn't be worth it to me. If I just slacked off that much, I just didn't get that far. But if I'm able to get most of like the actual rewards, then I'm happy. I'm only missing like 10 because it goes up to 70. If I can get to 60, then I'll be able to get most of the good rewards. You know, that's kind of my thinking. So I'd say it's going to be a 50 to 60 is worth it. Yeah. It's purely based on how much echoes you've collected at the highest rate. Yeah. You know, yeah. To me, I think it's like if you want to get to the. That's interesting actually. So in order to get to the rest of these steps, because we got quite a lot to go. We have this one, and this one, and this one to go. There's no other rarity besides legendary, right? So that just means that you have to get the rest of these. Like 5-star, right? Or gold, sorry, gold. And then you're groovy. Yeah. I probably should work on getting a 5-star version of health, that one. Yeah. Wrong way. God damn it.
This is so much fun!
I just can't believe how much of a bottleneck I was at. Where, like, without realizing that those tasted Discord things, like, I just kept doing the ones I needed, but I think it's a good argument for, like, just taking a day to get the rest, or, like you going into the other ones. I guess it's not that bad. You can always do it manually, but it just feels like you can just bang. If you didn't know what to do with your resin one day, it's not like you're losing it because you're getting tasted, like, level up material, so it's not exactly a bad investment either. And eventually you might have the stuff for the other characters, you know? It's only when I activate her intro skill that I get the bonus, right? Funny, by like me moving towards getting the max damage I can, everything dies, which is nice. Oh, we got a legendary, nice. Do. You should try to hit everything 5-star now. You should try to hit everything 5. What does that mean? What that mean, Boaty?
Bullies, let's race!
Because the bonus XP is provides. Do you mean like when fighting like world bosses and stuff like that?
This is so much fun!
Not world bosses. I mean like mission bosses. Like you know when you have to actually go fight like a Scar for the second time, it asks you what kind of difficulty you want. Is that what you mean? Soap, the tracker thing is still true. You should also watch a vid about drop rates. Pity for you. Yeah. What do you call it? That's the other thing I need to. I know it's like on the list of things to get to.
Listen up.
Let me. There. I know now we have access to this, and then I would just activate this, but he does. That's a cool feeling. I didn't have that feeling in the game where like me building up to be doing max damage kills the thing before I'm able to actually hit him with the final like actual hit. Yeah, that fusion damage is like a solid ticket. Like I think that's good to tell people too. Like as far as I'm sure it's rare, so maybe it's not that easiest thing to learn, but in like early game, maybe like late game critical damage I can see being really valuable, but maybe not. Maybe just getting a ton of fusion damage and such is equally as crap.
So much fun.
I can't believe it's 6. I forgot we streamed so early today. Oh my god. Ooh. Yep, just get the rest of the them to 5-star and you'll be databank 20 in no time. Yeah, that's wild. Again, I can't believe we just jumped in one. Again, it took me like nights. Every night I came and did a little bit of grinding. I also just didn't understand what I was doing. I didn't understand what it was asking me to do. About just getting one of the highest tier copies you're able to attain at that time. That makes farming for them much easier. Yeah, no kidding. Fluff says the buff for Sana is active from her outro skill and only applies to whomever you switch to. Oh, right, okay. So I gotta make sure I start with this one, start with her, and then move over to Encore. Gotcha. I sometimes go like her, then her, then her. I guess it doesn't work that way. Gotcha. It's her outro skill? What does her outro skill mean, Fluff? Is that like, as I build up damage, that little icicle right there, is that building up her outro skill?
Cycle of corruption.
Does this help with her outro skill as well? Does this? Every hit helps. So now that she has her outro skill, when I leave...
Here we go again.
Was that her outro skill activated? Is that what that is, Fluff? So when I switched off her when that thing was full, that's what made it work? Kind of nice that she does do a lot of damage. That way I can just use this enemy to build up her outro skill. So now when I leave, outro skill is the charge when your ring is left of the health. Yeah, okay, so that is okay. Gotcha. So as soon as I get that one maxed out, I can then switch to another character. Oh, and I guess it does show up. It does show up on the thing of it being a circle, right? No, it doesn't. It doesn't. it's just there. Yeah. Well, maybe not. Why is it not? Is it when you're in combat? So it won't use up your outro skill until you're in combat, maybe? Also, why is her thing glowing? Why is her like plants glowing, man? So ideally, Verena, Sonya, Encore for ideal buff. Oh, really? I would start with Verena. Oh, yeah. So that's what I did. Yeah. It's in general pretty. It is in general pretty good since fishing for crit stats is still and always will be RNG. Yeah. The same way elemental damage main stat farming is always tried and tested almost. Love says outro skill is charged above. Otherwise, you'll get an audio and visual cue on your other character when her outro skill is ready. I don't know if I see the cue that's visibly on there. I know I see the intro, like the what do you call it, the intro skill when you switch to them and they have like a special effect. But it's interesting to know that I need to play with her a little bit and then switch over to another character and then do that. Also, what am I doing? I bet it's far away. It feels in combat. I think that indicates her ult is charged. Oh, I don't think so though, Fluff, because if I show you, it's, yeah. When I use it, one of her like bar charges, it goes away. Maybe it means when she has both. Maybe it has some sort of effect that like when you have a full ult, it charges her those one other things faster. I don't know why it's taking so long to load. Usually doesn't. But if I switch to her now, she has those things lit up. Can you guys see that properly? See the last pedal? She has 1, 2, 3, 4 like clusters. I mean, so if I use one of her charge attacks, that fourth cluster at the before it only took up one cluster. But anyways, it turned it off. So I don't know if that's like when she has max heal charge, if that heals her more. I don't know. Before it only took down one of the little
It's nature's gift. Let's keep it flowing.
Yeah, see, now they're all back again. Huh.
Listen up.
Now it's gone. Maybe it's just when you have max heal. It's just like an indicator that she has max heal. I don't know. I wonder what her outro skill is. Is it heals, maybe? So I switch to... If I activate this.
Stay behind me.
This.
Lily's attack.
This. If I want to get crazy, I could do... Wait a minute. I'm sure it's probably end at this point. We'll do this. Now we'll have max fire damage. Huh. I think that indicates her all charge. Hard to say when I don't have Arena. Yeah, you don't have Arena? Man, that's wild. You didn't even pick her from the selector? I guess you did pick the one punchy boy. All right, it makes sense. It makes sense. He still has, again, as much as I do. Actually, I take it back. I'll be honest. I actually didn't like that one. I did not like the spear guy's quest. I thought it was very mid. I thought it was like fine. It's kind of inoffensive, if anything. Yeah, it's weird. You always want to have her like charge set up before you switch off her. Like I'm gonna switch to you, activate this, now do that, now switch to you, and now I might be fine, and then do this,
so much fun.
and then do this. 50 damage. I mean, we're kind of fighting for pennies. It's like 50 damage, 500 damage opposed to 300, but hey, it all adds up, I guess. Honest day's work on that. Lone says same as quest was. Yeah, I thought it was all right. Yeah, compared to the one the one dude who. It was just beautiful, like him like running around. He had like this. I mean, I know it's like it's playing into like a knight's, not a knight's armor, but like a commander's honor. And it's kind of very sweet. Like the ending was kind of sweet, where he's just like, "Hey, will you bury me here?" And of course, I'm like, "I'm not gonna let you die because I'm not a doucher." He's like, "Hey, burn alive, bitch." You know, like no.
This is so much fun.
Oh.
Invitation.
Stay behind me.
And it's not her intro skill. It'd be really cool if it was her intro skill that also has that effect. Oh, I think it has to be. Yeah, because we got 500 damage by using that as well. No, it's only outro, but why is it giving me the buff? I still feel like it's giving me the buff. And it's up for a long time. Huh. I don't know. Strange. Have you staggered out how fast characters they... Have you staggered out how fast you swap characters? They have a short delay before you can outro swap. No, I don't think so. What does that mean?
Stay behind me.
So like if I wait... Ah, fuck, I have her thing. Well, if I kill her and then we're no longer in combat, then I don't think it'll work that way. There. So we're no longer in combat. If I switch...
Bloom.
Nope, it took it. God damn it! Damn you! So we'll have to do this. Oh, we still have to build up our combo in a weird way.
Not worth mentioning.
Chill. This. Then we'll switch to her, build up her combo. It's maxed. And then we'll switch to you.
Here we go again.
Yeah, we're still only doing 300, so it's not crazy. Maybe there's different resistances. And when you do this, this helps a lot of damage. And then, yeah, 400, 500. Yeah, I feel like even without using her in that way, I'll have to see what it is based on just like base. Like see if we don't use her, what she does. So like if instead, if we just use, let's wait a couple of minutes, a couple seconds. What is it? I'm gonna go sleep. See ya. Bye, Multi. Probably gonna wind down here pretty soon here too. Yeah. Thank you so much for stopping by and being so helpful.
Going against wind.
Also, I appreciate you being one of the first people here.
I can use some fertilizer. I can use some fertilizer.
We'll use this. Then we'll just use the one set. We'll just buff up this. And then we'll start mailing. It has some effect. It's about 100 damage or so. Well, it feels very similar. Yeah, maybe not because yeah, no. Encore does bonus damage as she hits things. Well, I guess it's somewhat noticeable. I'm just surprised because I thought I felt it when we did stuff like this.
Leave it to me.
And then when we do this, and then eventually when we're attacking and I switch to her, sometimes it feels like it activates anyway. Like I feel like her intro skill also does it, because I don't notice it going past 500.
Be a dragon's treasure.
Maybe I need to attack more because Encore's not building up stacks. Huh. That's when you use her outro. Yeah. When you play with the character enough to build up that gauge, and then you switch off her. Yeah, yeah. I got that bit.
Cycle of corruption.
Ooh, that's so pretty. All right, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not sure. I will edit this video. I'll edit the stream. Sorry. I'll see if there's something there. I do feel like, ooh, this is a great place to find enemies real quick. That's quite related.
Like frigid death.
Switch to you.
Roll for me. Bask
This.
in the sunlight.
This.
Stay behind me.
God damn it. And switch to
Here we
you.
go again.
This.
This is so much fun. Ta, you're it. Woolly Stampede.
And melee 600. Let's build up those stacks. 500 stacks are built up. Okay, now, okay, yeah. Now, when it starts building up, it starts doing like 2,000, and then it dies down. I feel like it's kind of difficult to keep it up all of them on 100% uptime.
Bullies, let's race.
But yeah, what I was gonna say was, yeah, I think we will definitely. I'll try to see what we can do with these videos. I do feel like again, I want to do this again, like try to like have a prep stream for Wuthering Waves. It's not that I thought it went bad, by the way. I thought it was tons of fun, and I just feel like for like you guys did great. It's like me, I halfway through the stream I started sweating like crazy. It's not because I'm nervous. It's just because I started having I'm sick. My eyes started glossing over. I'm starting to feel better now, which sucks because it's exactly when we're ending it. It's not helpful at all.
One sheep, two sheep.
But I'm not sure. I might be able to like
was I?
make something happen. We'll see. Again, I don't like it because I really enjoy like the whole reason why I want to do stuff like this at the prep stream is to like pull you guys into it. I definitely think the like a news overview we can do. Fluff definitely saved me in that one quite a bit where he just like synopsized things because my brain was just not learning it and like absorbing what we were reading really. But yeah, I'll try to find a piece of what we can actually do in this stream. That's also the other thing. It's kind of interesting and fun, but also kind of a pain. I'm sure you guys are aware of it too. It's just finding out what I want our channel to be when it comes to Wuthering Waves. I do want it to be something. I don't know if I want it to be like deep character guides necessarily, but I do think it could be a ton of fun if we find out where we could kind of necessarily fit into something. Stop. Lone says, Grin, don't forget to donate Sunha's ice shards. What? What was that? What says, before I go, Eurogamer is so weak they gave Elden Ring DLC a bad rating. They should go back to Nintendo. Well, I mean, people are able to have to not like something. But I understand what you're saying. I think a lot of game journalists, it's just not a good look for you to criticize something that's difficult because it's already kind of like a really hard stereotype, I guess, within that community. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, people can not like stuff. I've heard like universal praise and love for Elden Ring Erdtree. So to me, to hear one person to have like a bad opinion, it's like, oh, I wonder. I feel like it's not unvalid to have find some flaw in something, you know. Verina's buff doesn't go away when you switch off characters, but Sonya's does. Yeah. Lone says, Grin, don't forget to. Yeah, I'm curious. What donate? Oh, sorry. Grin, don't forget to detonate Sonya's ice shard. How do I do that? How do I play? All I know is this character gave me like a buff to my normal attack, which Encore does a lot. How do I? How do I do that? Yeah. Is it her E? Is her ice shard her E, or is her ice shard her alt? And how would I detonate it? Do I activate her alt and then activate her E?
I should try to smile more, you say? Like this? No? Maybe like this.
She's nice. She's a fun character. She's very like diligent, but yeah. It's tricky. I'll see if I can find a consistent video for how the outro buffs work. Yeah. It seems like it's sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I think they're dying, so it's not the biggest issue, you know. When you use her E,
what do I think of you?
Her and her alt, and then you hold basic attack and release, then the arrow is over the blue part of the meter. When you use her E and her alt, and then you hold her basic attack. Oh, okay. Yeah. Is that why this thing gets bigger? Okay, that makes sense. So when I activate her E,
Cycle of corruption.
then that breaks her ult. What was that? Do more damage or less? I imagine it does more damage. Okay. All right, that makes more sense. So we do this. That's why it gets bigger. And then I would switch off her. Okay. It doesn't really look like it breaks the ice. It just makes it despawn. It looks weird. I wish it had like a shatter effect. I wonder if her ult actually does that. Raid says, "What's good, Raid? We missed you, buddy." Raid, you missed nothing. Well, not really. We had some fun. We talked about new characters. I just have been sick, and I wasn't able to really give it. I feel much better about my performance on the Bone Lab video. And by the way, those videos came out fun. I have 3 videos. Or 4 videos that I have to upload. Again, the reason why I didn't upload these videos is because I was waiting for the video that we currently uploaded to stop doing really well. When it starts to plateau, that's when you upload your next video. And if it's not similar to that one, then if you video's going up and you upload something random, YouTube will push it to those people, and that will confuse YouTube, and then that will kill the video. So I'm trying to wait for that video to stop doing so well, so I can upload the next ones. But the first one's a fun one. I was trying to find the balance of like we reviewed a level from a modder who I really think is awesome. So I wanted to do right by like showing off his mod and showing off the fun of what we can have on stream. But then there was one, I think it was the Helldivers one, where I got really goofy in the edit, and it just kind of, to me, it was much more of the kind of video that I like. I don't know if people like it though. Considering people like the story kind of teller format that I go with, I probably not. probably won't like it. Like has a meme edit version of that as much probably. You do a cut through the ice and detonate it for more damage. The more to the outro ring. Yeah, makes more sense. Raid says, "Hey, Grim, taking a pit stop on the road. I figured I'd hop in and say, hey, what's good, Ray? We missed you, buddy. You missed nothing. We just talked about some news. We talked about how fucking amazing the new characters are and how like we're so excited. Fluff is going for Dragon Lady. Fluff alone is going for both. I'm going for Fire Girl because God damn, I'm finally out of the doghouse as far as the legendary hellscape about waiting for an upgrade. Yeah, I mean, we're trying to get to that point where I can finally start cooking. We're finally getting legendary artifacts or echoes to drop, and we're good. But we'll miss you. Enjoy your trip. Fluff says, the detonation, the ice for more damage. You can stack her ult, her intro, her E, and her ult to have 3 ice spikes detonate at time. Ooh, that's really cool. So you build up all of her. So she probably should be built with a ton of energy on her artifacts, though, right?
I should try to smile more, you say.
And then you just let her rip.
Like this?
Essentially, you activate her E, activate her ult. Her intro skill will also add ice, and then you do that special shatter thing. That is going to be fire. That's going to be awesome, I bet. But ladies and gentlemen, there will be a video, most likely tomorrow. Maybe tonight, but probably tomorrow. But we will be streaming at 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time tomorrow. Destiny. I'm going to be playing Titan. And I kind of hope somebody can pop in, either Red or Fluff, who can kind of carry me because holy shit, it's tough. Doing Legend on Titan without any appropriate armor or like exotic, just leaning on weapons, and also not like a fully leveled up skill tree. Because my other Titan doesn't really have any like leveled up skill tree with good artifacts and stuff like that, or aspects, because I didn't really play. I stopped playing right when we got the other abilities. But yes, it's tough. It's tough out here. But ladies and gentlemen, I'll probably keep grinding some more Withering Waves because I'm starting to finally get that bug. Not that I wasn't beforehand. It's just finally I feel like, again, I didn't want to like over dedicate time to this because it seems like everyone's kind of slowly progressing as we move forward.
More,
and yeah, this is the time we're actually able to get into it.
Maybe like this.
I'm pretty sure Red doesn't have the DLC. Oh, he doesn't have the. Okay. Raid says, gotta be stopped at a hotel tonight and getting back on the road tomorrow. Ooh, nice. Man, hotels are always nice. I feel like I sleep really well in a hotel, which I don't think is, I guess, normal actually. I'm not sure. I didn't get in the shower. I sweat too much in the stream. It's bad. Hopefully, you guys are excited also for the upcoming capture cards, so the streams won't look like shit. And also, no more delay. Well, there'll be a normal stream delay. And yes, and I cannot wait for tomorrow's stream because I also am enjoying Destiny and I cannot wait to play more with you guys. Ladies and gentlemen, hopefully enjoy the rest of your day and night, and goodbye, my friends. How long did we stream today? What was our time? Oh, wasn't that bad. I thought it was a little more. It's 4 hours, almost 4 hours. Nothing crazy. Pretty chill, honestly. Felt like nothing. Fluff says, need to step away. Have a good one. Goodbye. Goodbye, everybody. Hopefully enjoy the rest of your night as well. Thank you kindly, and goodbye.